The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interests at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
Oh, audience, wait till I tell you guys about your Potter of the Month over here. Hey! Yes, sir!
Yo.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Welcome back, Freeze.
Good morning.
Feels good to be back, man.
Good morning or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this broadcast. So happy to be here. Big Freeze in the building.
I'm back, man. Yo, I gotta say, man, I watched clips. Y'all was having way too much fun.
Oh, you didn't watch the episode? You didn't fuck with us that much?
No, I was hating.
Oh, okay.
Them niggas having fun. I wanted to see y'all depressed. Like, damn, son. I wanted to see the ball dropped a couple times.
Right.
I'm looking at Park sitting here. I was like, all right, I gotta get the fuck back to work.
Niggas was having a blast while you was gone.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
That's some bullshit. I told him about it, too. I did tell him about it. I was crying inside because I missed you.
Well, I'm glad to be back. I missed y'all, for real.
We missed you.
Your presence was definitely missed.
For sure.
Glad.
Everyone who wasn't here's presence was missed.
That's true. That's true.
Such as today, Mel and Ish are here with us in spirit.
Indeed.
Shout out to them. Shout out to both of them. We love y'all.
Indeed.
Prayers to them both. Prayers to Corey as well, who's not here with us. We love you.
Love you,
Corey.
Our brother in Christ.
Indeed.
Or universe.
Or universe.
In universe.
Yeah, you know, Corey don't believe in all that.
Nope.
So, what we were saying before we cut the mic on, and now the mic is on. This is why you can't just rush out there and defend black people. And I told y'all this when y'all was running around yelling, free him and free him and free him, to people that I didn't necessarily think should be free.
Or maybe.
I mean, it should have been under review.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's just hear everything out.
Yeah, we needed to hear both sides. Hey, a few of them niggas that y'all was putting on, I won't go there.
Yeah.
But our good brother Marc revealed quite the revelation.
Yeah.
Sure did.
It's not that revelatory.
Because the first
Says you.
Right.
Well, let them know what you did.
No, what happened was when Shannon Sharpe, when the first information came out, and I saw that it was the accusation was coming from somebody who was represented by, what's his name?
Busby.
By Busby. And I saw all the other bullshit that happened with Busby. I assumed this was just another celebrity shake. That I tend to believe people when they say something happened to him, except for when Busby's involved.
Got it.
Fair.
So I hit Shannon up like, just checking on you, let me know how I can support you.
Did he respond?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And as each
nigga,
day...
hey, Shannon.
You still on the phone?
You back there responding? No way. Are you crazy?
But this was still...
Shannon Sharpe.
No.
This was Monday.
A phone should be kryptonite to you. Like, no, get that shit away from me.
Hey, Shannon Sharpe, you shouldn't be looking at a phone, saying nothing rhyme with phone. Nevertheless, hitting people back in the deep. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. So... as each day went by, I was like, I really wish I hadn't sent that. Yeah. And the more we're gonna talk about it, but the more info that came out, I'm like, I am never supporting a black person again on this shit. No, person, not black person, a person again. I just only tend to send this shit to black people.
You gotta support black people. You just can't rush.
You gotta wait a minute.
Yeah.
You gotta give it a second.
Gotta stay quiet for a little bit. Let it sit. See where it go.
Because we know us.
We ain't gonna tell you the whole story up front.
We know our shit.
We don't do that.
Because when I went home and got to thinking, listen, the first hour of this shit, we kicking Shannon's back in. Well, that's my position anyway. Let me not speak for my cast.
No other way to do it.
But when I went home after the last pod and was alone, well, my baby was there. I love you, baby. Mwah. But that's the same shit. And just got to thinking a little bit, like jogging my memory. I said, holy pig feet and pork chops, Batman. How the fuck did I not piece this shit together from ages ago? Because you see certain shit as a media head and be like, mental note. Just keep it pushing. Mind your business. That's the other thing black people do well. We mind our business.
But
we see something now. We look out the little screen door.
Look out the window.
Yeah. But Shannon had a run where it was a lot of female guests, and I guess the gay rumors were going around.
Yeah.
And there was chatter about the way he would take pictures with women. That was at least a 6-7 month stretch. And then nobody said nothing. Because we just assumed that, beard. Go ahead, nigga. Take a little freaky picture.
Thing, we know.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead, boy.
And then you listen to him a few times with Chad. Shout out to Chad, friend of the show here.
Nightcap, yeah.
And you just hear how he would speak when it came to certain, and it's like, oh, you one of them old Alabama football freaky boys.
And now you can get shit off.
You one of them niggas that used to be behind the barn, nigga. With unleashing aggression. Then I remember he was a football player. I said,
great football player.
Oh, shit. I'm sitting here thinking he's a fucking media guy.
Yep.
No, he a football player.
Sorry, then one.
Yes.
Wow.
This guy.
He ain't shit, man. That was solid.
I want to halfway support him, though. But I do think he on bullshit.
I think this is one of the times where I think everything is true. I think everything that's being said about him, well, let me ask you that. I think a lot of the shit she's saying is probably true. And I think everything he's saying is true, too. I think it's a big mess, and they deserve each other. That's my gut reaction to this.
They deserve each other.
That's anti-black.
It might be.
To say they deserve each other is anti-black. But I mean, I get everything in your life you will to be there. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, why are you playing with this little? That's the other thing we got to talk about. All right, I'm gonna start this spot.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Great, man. Great.
I know it's some of y'all niggas out there that like younger girls, but it still can't be a mid-pack. Like, there's a lot wrong here.
Yeah, but
she's too young.
Let's get into it.
And nigga, her.
I got a whole theory on that.
I think I'm with you.
Yeah, we on the same. Yeah, let's get it popping.
Man, he was in that room throwing that little white bitch against everyone. What? Yo, they was having that masochist, wild BDSM. Nigga, get over here, little. Bow! Come back to fucking Master Daddy. What? Am I going too far?
No.
Just after the intro.
Yeah, just
let's
intro.
Let's hear some Saturday morning tunes. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, ski. So happy to be here with y'all today, man. Really feeling good. Let me get these drops out the way.
Enough of daddy. Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You're a doctor.
Oh my Lord, I'm so happy to be here with y'all today. Flip. What episode is this?
820.
820. Welcome to episode 820 of the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, happy to be here. Host Joe Budden here with some really amazing people. To my right, Big QueenzFlip. Queens Get the Money is in the building. Dr. Marc Lamont Hill in the building. Also, Dark Lamont Hill when he's here. The fans have appropriately called this thing Mark's burner account. Yeah. And I agree.
I love it.
Good.
I love it.
I agree. That's what it is.
That's
We got Big Freeze, the freeziest of Mr. Take It Further himself in the building. Big Parks, Elmira's finest. Poe is here. Big Missing Piece is here. Erickson is here. And nobody else is here. Please don't forget this is brought to you by, fueled by, powered by Prize Picks gang. Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing? What's popping?
Doing good, man. Chilling in there, man.
Good.
Good times.
Now,
I gotta shout out my baby. It's her birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
y'all. Come on, Big
Real
Rim.
quick, real quick.
Big Rim.
Sorry to interrupt.
Happy birthday, Rim.
It's a little clear in here, man, but we gonna pick it up today like y'all picked it up. You know what I mean? Me and Freeze is back in the building.
Exactly.
Don't
man,
do
we
none
here.
of that little fake shit you doing, try to do like dog whistling and all that shit that you and Marc Lamont Hill. None of that shit, nigga. We stopping that today, nigga. Today's day is fun. I'm back in the building, nigga. Act appropriate. You remove me from the side seat.
You're the bearer of responsible acting.
Yes, I am.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit. Act appropriate, crazy. We in the fucking building today. And I'm happy to be here.
Good. We're happy to have you.
Make sure. Smile, nigga.
Happy to have you here, man.
I was happy to see. I know Ish, I think is out of town for something. I saw Mel last night doing a thing. Did y'all catch her on Shade Room? She was killing it.
I did see it.
It was really good. Yeah, she was getting real on love and talking about a younger love. Is there a double standard for men and women when it comes to dating younger? And she represented. She had the glasses on. She was sharp. She was. It was dope. She held it down. She really held it down. So shout out to her.
Yeah,
she did a Shade Room Live?
Shade Room Live. Yeah. The on camera joint. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was fresh. It was real fresh.
It's on YouTube if you didn't catch it.
Okay, shout out to Mel. She tried. Yeah, man. Hey. Go ahead, girl. I do the same shit. Get the work up. You never know. Hey, Mel, I'm down. I do the same thing. Nigga trying to play around, nigga. I'm out there working. Bang. Don't let that nigga stop you. We don't give a fuck. Yeah, spaces, cases. Show him you working, nigga. It's the shade room. Nigga went to the shade room with the glasses. Make a statement, Melissa Ford. Make a fucking statement. Let's get it, nigga. Get at that nigga.
Send Mark the speech. Hey, nigga, read this in the morning, nigga. And don't forget.
Shout out to Sister Mel.
Oh, my God. Shout out to Mel.
Shout out to Mel.
Leave me alone today.
I'm not going to start today.
I love a flip here.
Yeah,
I just got to throw it near the rim. That's it.
He set me up for it, too. I saw the shit right there. He had me looking at this shit, too.
I forgot wherever I was trying to start. Oh, shit. Okay, I did go see Sinners.
Yes.
Me too.
Oh,
my God. Me too.
Y'all doing that now?
However,
Okay.
No, Freeze this shit yet.
However, no, I'm just trying to get a small portion of the audience to hate you for the weekend.
Got it.
However, I'm unable to give my very detailed review because Freeze has not seen it yet, and he's going tonight.
Yes.
I've been ready since Monday.
I went out last night at like midnight to see this shit.
Me too.
I did that Monday
to talk about this
I thought we were
shit.
going to do that on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was really important for work purposes, and I'm surprised anybody. But Freeze is going. But Freeze is going to see it tonight. For work purposes, such a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan Coogler,
Highest
friend of the
grossing
show.
original film since
Come on,
since Caddyshack or something.
Black cinema. Hey, that was racist. Wait, that was.
I just caught that.
It was.
That's racist as hell.
Right.
I was just trying to think of an old movie.
Yeah, but as soon as Freeze sees it,
Yeah, we going tonight.
we'll
We going
be
tonight.
here with our review.
Because I got thoughts.
Do you?
Yeah.
Or we'll send Freeze ass to Starbucks in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And just get a little bit in.
That sounds like a plan. Because I got to know what you think about some things on there, and yeah. And you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what y'all think.
Great film,
Everyone's
too.
seen it. I loved it.
Well, the whole listen.
All right, look. If we're here, let me know so I can go to Starbucks.
Hold on, Freeze.
I'll take a cappuccino.
I do want to say a little
All right, well, hold on. Let me go. Let me go to Starbucks.
Step,
then.
I'm sorry.
Let's get go.
Step just for a little something.
Yeah.
The close Starbucks.
Oh, they both.
Not the one that's.
They both leaving. Hold on.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, don't go outside and do no. Okay, go outside
Yeah,
and
there you
see.
go. There you
We
go.
know those little breaks.
You got to be careful.
We know
There
those
you
breaks.
go.
Oh shit, y'all walked out at Joe's birthday party.
Yo, y'all did that at my birthday party. There was wild behavior at my birthday party that we could just never address.
I'm so mad I ain't go to that party.
You should have
Marc
been at that
Lamont
party.
Hill.
I was at home like mad as shit.
Damn.
You should have went to that.
Oh, that was
party.
before you were like really, really up
Yeah,
here. Like,
I had got the invite.
He still got the invite.
I got the invite, but wifey, we just anyway. Yeah, it wasn't gonna play.
At that point, you don't know that that's an event that you probably should just. A lot of shit went on that we
went on.
just swept under the rug, and I don't even have a broom.
family business. It is what it is.
Yeah. Shit that we saw in plain sight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Obvious shit.
I didn't know Freeze was doing that at my birthday party.
That disappeared for a little bit.
Hey, Freeze.
Listen, my main takeaway from Sinners is don't date white bitches.
Yo,
The
yeah.
whole movie is telling you in mad different ways not to date the white chicks.
Not trust white people in general, I think was a...
At all.
that's my wife literally turned to me about 3 recordings. It was like Dr. Umar tried to tell us.
If
Like,
someone comes to your door with a banjo, no.
don't let him in.
Absolutely not. Get that banjo
Not at
shit
all.
the fuck out
Not
of
at
here.
all.
Yeah, that's the best takeaway from me. I loved it.
Yeah, I love it.
And don't succumb to greed neither. Money is not everything. When she went out there to get, because if she didn't go out there to go check
true.
on the white people and get money from them to see how
Yeah,
much they
yep.
had,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, nothing would have happened.
That's a good point. I didn't think about
yeah.
that.
So don't you know?
Because
Don't fall into greed.
one of the twins, I don't remember which one, was kind of cool with the fact that it wasn't really making no bread. We're going to build this up.
Yeah,
Smoke.
And yeah, they sent the white girl out to bring in some more.
Actually, Stack was the one who was cool with it because he was the one like, yeah, fuck it, take the wood and nickels. Yeah.
What else? I loved how this was. I think this might have been Ryan Coogler's best film, in my opinion.
I think Fruitville's still better, but
They so different. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very different.
This was like this is one of them like masterpiece things.
For sure.
That one is a lot more like
story.
Yeah.
Fruitville was a real event.
Yeah.
And Ryan Coogler wasn't nobody.
True.
Right.
So, wow, it tugged on the heartstrings. We all cried. But no budget, real story. We see what he did. Black Panther is still Black Panther. There are other reasons that we go into the theater outside of, hey, Ryan Coogler's involved in this.
Right.
Granted,
Yeah.
he did a great job, but
For sure.
we come into the theater in droves for other reasons as well.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
The
okay.
same thing could be said with Creed. You're leaning on 40 years of equity.
Right.
With
Fair.
Rocky
The franchise.
fans, Apollo.
Fair.
You might have did an amazing job, too.
Yeah.
This movie was my first time, because I don't want to be ignorant to the movie buffs out there that may know differently, was my first time seeing Ryan Coogler as Ryan Coogler, trusted with this large of a budget,
Sure.
relying on his star player that he done called on 3 and 4 times to now come and be 2 niggas.
Yeah.
Because this is so important. I can't lose the viewership of you not being involved in even the bad side of this when we cut to that. Like, this was just, it was a lot going on. I loved all the historical shit. I loved them saying, still, even in this, don't play with them natives. I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
I love
They should have listened.
Yeah, don't play with them natives.
Yeah.
I thought that
The
was
natives came.
They
with-
tried to tell-
yeah.
This ain't that. This ain't that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut him out.
Is he in here? 'Cause we here for business.
Right. Yeah.
And they ain't play with them.
Nope.
They ain't do none of that evil eye, none of that shit with them.
No. And them Choctaw got the fuck up out of there. You ain't get no more problem.
Exactly.
That's what I loved about it.
Exactly. I love that. Until the Korean lady did the cornball shit, I loved how they held us down.
yeah.
Because then I later read that historically the role
Between
that they
blacks
played
and
in
Asians,
Feeding
yeah,
Dundee,
yep.
that was amazing. And then I'm a musician, so all of that musical shit.
Yeah.
Was fire.
First of all, I think
Not all of it.
I grew up in a blues household, so this was
You
a
don't like
trope
that?
that I'm familiar with, and I just love putting blues in the forefront
Yeah.
in 2025 in that manner.
Yeah, I totally agree. Why you say not all of it?
That one mashup scene, I couldn't. It didn't.
Irish.
Yo,
No, the swaggerless trap drum.
Yeah,
blues.
They lost me for 35 seconds.
Yeah,
That
they
was-
lost me too.
That was
that
fire.
was the one.
That was fire.
It could have been the one. They should have called Metro or somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're
I like the
saying.
idea of it. I didn't like
Same.
how they executed it
The execution.
sonically.
A little.
Now they buy that shit, y'all.
Yeah, y'all crazy as hell.
It's
The message behind
That
it. the
scene
way-
is the one where I'm
the
sitting
way-
there almost
I'm-
teary-eyed
that
a
shit
little
fucked
bit.
me up. It fucked me up.
Because it didn't sound right at first.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then when it took you a second to see what was
It adjusted
happening
in your ears,
and be
sonically.
like, oh, and yeah.
Yeah.
The blues dude, man, I didn't expect his voice to be like that once he
Word.
started singing in the car.
Or
Oh, he.
And neither did the twin. It's like, oh shit, we right. Hey, come with me, homeboy. Right. You can sing like that.
what's my man that plays the harmonica? What's his name? The actor?
Delroy Lindo.
Yeah.
Yes.
He would be a dead ringer for Howlin' Wolf if they ever do a movie. I don't know if you guys are blues heads.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Oh, that's speaking of blues. Buddy Guy at the end, the
Oh, that
real
was
Buddy
fly.
Guy
Yeah,
at
that's
the
fly.
end.
Oh, come
That was
on,
fly.
man.
And most people had left the theater when we saw it because it was like a postscript. So
Yeah,
people
yeah,
had walked.
people-
It was
My whole
yeah.
theater stayed and
Yeah, I stayed for
knew to
that.
stay.
I went to a black theater. Niggas was gone.
I went to a white theater, but black people in there.
Okay.
Like, it was nothing but black people in there.
You got- you had a culture
Was a black dude, Magic Johnson, nigga?
I won't say which one, but I'm just saying I stay for in the credits.
Got it.
And a lot of people don't read the credits. You know what I mean? In general, but afterward, when they popped up, that the genius of that scene, I also thought was they hit home something that was subtle throughout the whole movie about the exploitative nature of white culture and white culture theft. When the dude come in with the Coogee and the white girl, and, when they come in that scene to meet the new version of Preacher Boy, it's like,
but now
this is more Vulture.
But now you are alive with this white girl. But you can only come out when it's dark. Like, you're kind of stuck in this really nasty, ugly life, even though you're alive. Versus the big black woman, the beautiful, thick black woman that I love. I love that was her role and portrayal. I was real sad when she got bit.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts.
Yeah, sorry.
But I love that love story. And though they died, it was like we're alive in spirit through multi-generations.
Yes.
So it was just telling a lot of different stories. It was.
I loved all of it. I thought, to your point, the blues piece was beautiful. There's this moment where Delroy Lindo talks about the blues. He said the blues is sacred. Yeah. And he talked about what the blues meant. And he said, not that shit they gave us religion-wise, but the blues is ours. That get into our souls. And the blues was like a real weapon to fight these vampires by the end.
Yeah.
And he's a survivor. So it's a way of talking about black traditions that I thought was dope.
Yeah, that's what I took from it too. Like, telling Sammy to hold on to the blues because that's ours, Christianity and all the stuff that we learned was given to us by the white man, and it was forced on us. You know what I mean? We have this. Let's cherish this. Don't let that go. That was an important part for me as well.
And when they were driving down the road, and when he drive, because they're talking about the convict lease system. When black folk basically put back on plantations after slavery, and they're driving down the road. Delroy Lindo gets up, sees all the dudes, tells that crazy story about everything that happened with those guys, and how he was part of that, and then the way he processed it was to start singing.
Yeah. Right.
And then to have my man play the guitar. So the blues became a way of healing. Like, it's just like,
it was dope.
They got into that. And I was in love with that sister, man. Like
I love
the hoodoo. The sister was doing hoodoo.
Oh yeah.
Because it was the first movie I've seen in a long time on the mainstream that didn't make black spiritual traditions look cultish or look creepy. The creepy people were the weird white people, the Klan, right? But she had Aleke beads. She was doing hoodoo. She was doing jobs. Any of my spiritual people that know.
Starting not to cut you off, but who, if you're watching this movie, should also be identified.
Yes.
That's up. I'll leave that up to you to identify them how you want. But I had a picture of who that was representing throughout the movie. The demon white people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you were saying
no. I just they just told a whole story about black spiritual traditions and the mix between music and spirit. That I thought was powerful, from the church to the hoodoo to the blues. I just thought it was beautiful, and without having to hit us over the head with it.
Yeah, a very subtle way of telling you exactly how you lost culture.
Yes.
Yeah. It was such a ill, sleek way of holding the mirror up to you, because it can't happen without your invite.
Yeah.
And that part just being so, and my beautiful black sister. What is her name again? Because I don't want to keep saying that. But when she was like, "Hold up now, homeboy, you about 6'7", 6'8",
right?
What you need an invite for,
right? You don't use one no other time.
You can push right on. You can push right past her.
Listen, behind every black man is a strong black woman that's gonna see something that maybe you don't.
For sure.
Wumi Mosaku.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Yeah,
I absolutely loved her portrayal in the movie.
Even the Irish mashup, I like that. I like when he was.
Oh, now you got to get in my bag.
Oh, he was getting into it.
I love that. It was so many gems in that. How music is taken and is sort of like redefined, right? It's redefined and sometimes it's misappropriated, but we all fall in line, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
While the white man is in the middle, and we all fall in line a lot of the times when they come into our culture and take control of it. That's what I took from that, man. But it was fine.
Now, listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love this point that you brought up. I love this movie. I love the premise. I love all this historical black shit that we talking about. I love the blackness, the blackety blackness of it. I also liked White Thriller in the Woods.
fire, son.
But I think that was part of the messaging about culture and all that shit. It's like, oh, that shit kind of slaps a little bit. It's not really what we do here, but
right.
Maybe y'all could come in because that's not bad. And y'all got some money.
Because they was watching from the house.
Right.
Like, oh shit, look at the white nigga. And then I was in the theater like, white niggas. White niggas is jamming it. They did that little dance with no rhythm. I was like, yeah.
As a person of Irish descent, I didn't like our music being portrayed as the evil music like that, but it's cool, man.
Y'all was in the woods smoking that shit.
They was getting busy.
That was fire.
That was a fire scene.
Yo, it was all good.
Yeah, it was.
I had a couple nitpicks. I had a couple nitpicks with the film. I'm the dickhead in the movie with Nick taking notes.
Oh my god!
I'm always gonna be me.
I was too hot for that.
You know. Anyway, some of the accents were bad. I didn't love the accents, and I thought they should have done a little bit better. And this is my nerdy thing with movies.
Sure.
I hate when the slang don't match the era.
Oh, okay.
Like when he's like, "Let's get it popping,"
Oh, I didn't hear
or
that.
"Let me holler at you," or even patty whacking in the South. You know, little things like that.
Real quick,
Irked the shit out of me.
that did the same thing when I was listening. Side note, when I was listening to the autobiography of Malcolm, because a lot of words that we said now in that auto, I don't know when that was written, but they seemed like back in the days it was being said. I don't know when.
Good thing we have a Malcolm scholar.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, he put me on to it, and I listened, I'm like, wait, they said that back in the days? They was saying this back in the days?
But they was.
Yeah,
Remember,
some of that shit was.
Because he wrote the book in right before he died.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy how we adapt the slangs today.
Yeah.
Right? There's certain slangs about Harlem and shit. And I'm like, I was listening to it. They didn't say that back in the day. I swear to God. But I realized when the book was written, and I said, oh, they were saying that back in the day. So, I mean, you may know, but it could be a possibility. You know, ever since I listened to that.
Some of it. You're right. You're right. Some of it could be like a circular
Let me
thing.
holler at you. Might have been saying back. Yeah.
But the thing that irked me the most was only like Michael B. Jordan looks like, I mean, that last scene where he's shooting up the place with the wife beater on, it look like he came from Vietnam, not World War I. Like nobody in 1930. The nigga, come on, he look like Rambo.
You know what that scene is for. I want my star player in a tank top sweating with a gun with muscles, killing the bad guy. We don't care about
I'm
that.
a hater.
Yo, this is our...
Yeah, that was hate. That was definitely
That's totally hate.
This is the scene that's selling our movie.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm like,
Buy that shit.
I'm in the mood. Everybody was women cheering, niggas clown. I'm like, Jim Crow didn't have triceps like that.
Oh my God.
I was talking.
Oh my Lord.
It's complete hate. Let me be very clear. And I love Michael B. Jordan. That's my brother. Love you, bro. But yeah, too many muscles.
Michael B. Jordan, amazing job, man.
Yes, you bodied it.
Really, really, really great job in
That's a
both
good pun right
roles.
there.
I have nothing to say. I have absolutely
They
zero
try
to
to
say.
they try to pigeonhole him as far as his acting. You know how far does he? But he did great here.
They is me.
Yeah, you say you didn't speak or some shit.
They
Yeah, he didn't speak.
they
I thought about
they
that.
is me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't need to they me. I'm right here.
He overexcelled. Like he did great.
He this is his. I loved him in the movie about Byron Stevenson too. What's it called? Where he played the lawyer, just
It's a male question,
getting somebody out of prison.
She's
But
not here, my nigga.
Oh, sorry. But it was like a couple years ago. But this was in terms of the stretch and the reach and playing two people and all the shit he had to do and the action and all that stuff. This is my favorite performance of his. This and Fruitvale.
I would like to know how they did some of that, like technically.
Yeah, like as far as the twins, right?
Yeah.
I thought the same.
That was
thing.
fly.
Does anyone think that one of the twins was supposed to be Jonathan Majors? That's something that's been floating around out there.
I read something about him saying that it was important for them to be fraternal and not maternal twins, meaning they look like identical twins instead of non-identical twins. There's something in there.
I was just about to tell you, I forgot the meaning of fraternal, paternal, and all
maternal.
that.
I might be messing that up. There was something important about them.
Yeah,
being
which
identical.
ones match?
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was the opposite, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. But yeah, them looking the same made it kind of dope.
Yeah.
It made it kind of dope.
Yeah.
And you know, once you see once you visualize all of the Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler collabs and see them side by side, it just looks like the development of Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
So it's almost unfair. Not unfair, because I was kicking his back in, and I never do that about niggas in Jersey. But it was just funny.
Yeah.
Only because in Creed, I still think he had maybe 8 lines total. And in Black Panther, the one where he came in there on some gangs shit, I think it maybe been 16 lines.
Hey, auntie. Yeah, that was 2 of them.
But he ain't there for that, and he's still A-list. So now there was nothing to be said about how many lines, the script. It was him. He was there. He was talking.
And performed.
He performed.
He killed.
Yeah.
He absolutely killed. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Again, Ryan Coogler, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I tip my hat. Amazing,
Technically,
amazing.
the visual and audio side of it was stunning, beautiful.
Yes.
I saw it on the IMAX. Absolutely beautiful.
The score was great too. German guy did a lot of the scoring. I don't know if you saw it. I forget his
Donald
name.
Glover's collaborator. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Ludwig something.
Yeah, with a long German name, but they killed it.
All types of shit in there.
Great choice, great song choices.
Yeah.
And then again, Buddy Guy at the end. And hearing Buddy Guy at 88 hit them notes.
Yeah, no, Buddy Guy's still him. I think that he still has the club in Chicago
He
and still
does.
performs regularly.
Yeah, he does.
And I would encourage anybody out in Chicago, if you travel to Chicago, if you haven't done it, go to his club or any of the number of blues clubs that, at least when I lived there, still existed. It's important, and you should go.
It's probably the best blues scene, I think, outside of like maybe Tennessee.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
To me, I've been all over. Like I said, I grew up with the blues. It's the best blues scene to me in America,
Yeah.
which means probably the world.
So when y'all see a thriller like this, how many times did you like jump out your seat? Did you like drop your popcorn? Did you get shook a little? You tell the truth.
I'm so glad that you said that. My girl jumped anytime one of the demons flew in the air.
Yeah, my wife too.
By the third time,
Everybody's wife did.
Because the first time she did a jump, she kind of brought me with her. So now I feel like a bitch. The second time, she might have dropped my popcorn out of my hand. By the third time, I'm like, yo, dog, they fly. This shouldn't be a big fucking surprise every time they fucking levitate.
Yo, my wife grabbed my hand. I let the first one slide. But then I got a little scared too, I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
I'll be covering my ears like that. When something about to happen, I will watch it but cover my ears because the fucking sound
You are
loud.
a bitch.
Yeah, I leaned into my
covered
wife.
his ears.
And I only wanted to do that. Yeah. And when she started, we both can't be shook. Get off me, man. Because when they be prepared for shit, I go like that. I cover my ear. I don't want to hear the sound, nigga. I want to see it. When that jump scared me, I don't like that shit.
That jump got me twice. They do this great thing where right when the person's about to attack, they jump and they do a jump cut to the back to the club, which I thought was really beautiful. But that shit had me shook twice. I dropped my popcorn one time.
Yeah, and I'm doing the readaptation of the iconic black picture that's in all of our houses of the dance scene.
Yep.
The disco scene.
Yeah,
That was great. And killing dude with the guitar and what that might mean.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a lot to pick up on. I'm sure I'll watch this movie again, and we're gonna stop our coverage of that now because I'm sure Ice been stopped fucking. Ice been done. Fuck.
He does
Ice?
advertise the 7-minute man, and it has been
Yeah,
more than
Ice
7
been done.
minutes.
We can get him. He ain't
I'm super into slaying KKK vampires. By the way, that shit was fire.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, I could not see white people ever again. After that, like that's how I felt that night. I was like, I don't need to see no white people for like 5 minutes.
Same.
Five
I had to go
hours.
look in the mirror.
Right.
Scared the shit out of myself.
All right. Good talk.
Good talk.
Freeze, I ain't gonna lie, we smoked that.
We really
I'm glad y'all did. I'm glad you
smoked
did.
that.
I'm still going to see it.
And I still want your review.
For sure.
When we come
Absolutely.
back, for sure.
For sure.
Now
I left
back-
y'all Starbucks shit too. My bad. Line was long.
man.
Line was
I
long.
was looking forward to that cappuccino.
I got you next time.
All right, Mark, back to you DMing this guilty black man. Being so in a rush to fucking be of our people.
We are. I mean, the other thing is, in the media, we tend to have a network of people who support each other. So, I tend to reach out to folk in my line of work.
Oh, I'm not in that network.
Yeah.
There's a group chat and a signal. You should jump on it. You'd be welcome.
Half of that group chat is probably beefing with me.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. They having beef with me too.
And I probably have no idea why they're beefing with me.
Because you probably kicked they back in.
I was just going to say, then they remind you, yo, you said this, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I deserve
I
it.
got
The only person I know why we don't talk is Charlemagne.
Why don't y'all talk?
And y'all ain't even got beef.
Because I let him have it. I wasn't playing with him.
A couple times.
I've seen the
And vice
clips.
versa.
I wasn't playing with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And he's let me have it.
He's played.
He's played in a way that I felt like he needed a pow many years ago. I think we both have a high level of respect for each other. So
I feel like y'all
Okay.
did shit after the barbs back and forth a couple different times.
no, not after that Spotify negotiation one.
That's the one I saw you go off.
No,
you went crazy.
That's the one where I had just hung up with him 10 minutes before I went on air, and I didn't like what I heard. Bad time.
I need y'all to work that out. I mean, there's no beef, but I need y'all to
It
be
ain't a
cool.
beef.
Yeah, but the two
What's
of y'all
cool?
shouldn't be on opposite. Like the two of y'all on the same page is good for the entire culture.
It's good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I holding back the culture?
No,
I ain't gonna say that.
not because of this.
You're not holding it back, but you know.
Any of you other niggas that got a beef with me, I promise you I have no idea why. I have no idea why. Well, I know why Van was mad too. He called me and told me.
Are y'all good now?
What's good?
He don't care about making it good.
That's true.
That's the thing. All right, cool. You got a beef? Stay there.
Because I don't be knowing what's bad. Like, I have no problem with Van. I didn't have a problem with Van when he called and told me what his problem was with me.
Got you.
I'm not even aware.
I'm always next game. I'm always, what are we on next? Hey, can we get through that? Is somebody sorry? Did somebody do something wrong?
Do you apologize?
Everybody. Sometimes. I think I apologize to Van. Maybe.
Okay.
Don't quote me. My memory's bad.
Shout to Van.
Because sometimes
Shout out
that's
to
all
Van.
it takes is just accepting. Yeah, you know what?
Shout out to Van. We spoke,
went too
the other day
or
for the
I
first
had to do
time
that.
when I played the clip of him talking about his father on the podcast that I was so touched by.
Okay, well, that's
called
good.
me
Oh,
and,
good.
and we spoke.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
man.
good.
That's good.
Anybody else, I have no idea why y'all are beefing. I promise you I don't. Y'all just don't like me because you heard a story or yada, yada, yada. I don't know.
Or you shit on him on a podcast, but whatever.
We get in.
I don't think that's enough to not to be so invested in your anger towards somebody.
Depending
You know how
on
many
what it
niggas
says.
have shitted on me on a podcast?
Yeah, but
take
that's
it
you not
different.
realizing your reach. You shitting on them and them shitting on you
Ain't the
has
same.
two different results.
Well, then they should stop.
No, I'm not talking about you shitting on somebody on here has a total different effect than somebody shitting on you.
You're also a little bit more creative with your barbs.
You're
than
better
a
at
lot
it.
of yeah.
You're better at it.
You could fuck up somebody's money shitting on up
I
here.
wouldn't want to do that.
But you
And
can
your
and
self-esteem.
have done it.
I wouldn't want to do
Yeah,
that.
you come from fucking battle rapping. Like
I try to
it's a
tap
different
their
level
character
of
and how they
creativity.
feel inside.
You will
I don't
say
want-
some sneaky little shit that no one will catch but them, and it will fucking hurt.
Yo, if anybody out there still has a beef with me, if it's over 5 years old, let's piece it up. Let's squash it. That's not how I'm living. That's not how I'm living
I
in
love
my
that.
40s. That's not
No matter
where I'm
that.
at 45. And maybe because we haven't spoken or you only hear me on my fucking platform, you don't know that about me. It's not my ministry today. I don't have a beef with any of y'all. I wish everybody well. Get money. I hope niggas' kids, parents, and families is good. I hope niggas is living right, eating healthy, trying to stay alive. I done seen too many friends, real friends that I came in this business with leave right before my eyes in recent years. Like people from my class. Like the Clarks and the Irvs and the list goes on and on. I can't, I'm not, it's precious. It's precious.
I like that, man. We're
I like
It's
that,
precious.
man.
It's precious, man. So, yeah, hit me. Or allow me to be in y'all little punk nigga group chat that y'all got.
There you go.
Right back at
We were almost
Right
there.
back.
But I would say that in the group chat. I don't say nothing behind nobody back that I wouldn't say
I'm
that
honored,
face.
y'all. I'm honored to be in y'all little punk ass group chat.
Hey, this where all you bitch ass niggas been hiding at over here. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna add you this week.
I'm
Dead ass.
joking.
Adam, man. Adam.
I'm gonna add you.
Hey, get the word first. I don't want your gang to look at you shady.
Who's the leader?
I brought this nigga.
Who's
Yeah.
the leader of the group chat?
I'm not allowed to say.
Listen,
Who man
Actually,
just this?
you know, I'll tell you. Just
Okay.
just beep it.
all right,
okay.
Yeah, the leader of the group is.
Oh,
I'm not mad at
Yeah,
fine.
you got to beep that one too. Make sure.
Yep, got you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm polarizing. So you can't just bring me, I'm a different plus one.
He's the one that shakes shit up.
Some plus ones you should announce
That's a
before
fact.
the function.
Hey, Joe,
You
you bringing
know,
That's your man
you
coming?
know-
Oh, yo, nah.
yo, you know I'm fly. I recently got fly with such and such.
And he coming with me? Nah.
He said he really plans on coming. He ain't gonna flake.
All right, but if he gets on his bullshit, it's on you.
You think I would be on my best black behavior in the prominent black group chats?
for like a month. For like a month.
No, I would.
No, you
In
wouldn't.
real life, I'm not that bad.
Let somebody
I
say
hear
some
you.
bullshit in there.
Is somebody, yup.
Let somebody say that.
Let somebody say some bullshit that you don't like.
Yeah.
Or, no, better.
I wouldn't reply.
Better. Let them be having a bad day.
I wouldn't reply.
That's the one.
That's why I said give him a
Yo,
month.
by the way,
That's the one.
Yo, my friends represent me wrong on this podcast.
Nigga.
Are you crazy,
Hey, yo,
Freeze?
He goes, I've been letting a lot of shit slide, but today I got the time.
That's not true. That's
That's
not
the
true.
intro.
I would not
you
reply.
You motherfuckers.
If I felt the way, I would try to turn off the shit. The sassy shit in the group chat is to leave, which I'm so old I don't remember how to do it no more.
You fucking can't damn near now.
They stopped it, right?
That shit is annoying, bro.
Yeah, when I'm feeling sassy in the group chat, Joe Budden left conversation.
Yeah, but you know how we used to do in the
Add
group
him
chat.
back.
Where
Come
you
on.
going?
Bring
Come
him
on,
back.
Let's go. You ain't leaving the group chat. Get your ass back over here.
That's
Oh
funny.
man! All right, that was great. Thank you, Mark.
No problem.
So anyway, you DM'd.
Shannon Sharpe.
I thought we could get off.
No, we don't leaving that.
No.
So, and like I said, it was a quick exchange, but since then, I've gotten a lot of information that I think we should focus on.
Sure.
So, piece of information number one, he announced very recently, as of this broadcast, that he is taking some time away from ESPN.
Sure.
He announced that?
Yeah. He actually said, I'm going to step away.
No, that ain't what I said.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but he put it out there.
And Freeze was on it, too. Can you break down what happened? Because it was an unk moment.
It definitely was an unk moment. Somebody sent him a text message of what to say. They typed it out. Yo, dog, copy this. This is your statement. They even signed his name at the bottom.
Yeah.
And
I posted it.
yeah, yo, post this. That's what they told him. Yo, post this.
Yeah.
He screenshot it, cropped a little box, and posted it.
Yeah. He took,
Yeah, you know.
Which made it look, to some people, including myself, even less authentic.
Absolutely.
Because it's like it looked like you may not even read it.
You didn't read it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Cut-
PR
you
team just handled it.
screenshot and hit tweet.
But what the message effectively said was that he's stepping away from ESPN to deal with this unfair attack that he's receiving, but that he'll be back by the start of the NFL preseason.
Yeah, I read that.
Which is interesting,
So that-
right?
Oh.
No, I was going to say one more thing. I spoke to 2 executives at ESPN the day before.
Fucking journalist right here.
Right.
Yeah.
And what they told me was that he wasn't returning to ESPN. Like that they were already going to cut him. So I'm wondering if either they changed their mind, or I got to put all the possibilities out there.
Sure.
Or this is his team trying to preempt that. Like I'm gonna take a break before y'all officially fire me, because now they can't say he's fired, and hoping that this dies and goes away.
The second that he said he would be back at the start of NFL preseason, I took my hands out, started just doing some counting.
Sure. Yeah,
August. Oh shit, August is right there.
Yeah, it's
So
not
let
far.
me be the third person to tell you, Dr. Marc Lamont Hill. Shannon Sharpe will not be back at the start of NFL preseason.
Or season. Or playoffs.
Or postseason.
Shannon Sharpe will never see the ESPN airwaves again, and we wish that on no one. But he won't be back in August. But
Wait, time out. If he were to be acquitted, exonerated, whatever the
won't.
word is,
It can't work.
not
It's
by,
too
Au-
bad. It's
not
too-
by August.
It's too bad now.
Well, yes, but I'm saying certainly not by August.
got you.
Dog, every 10 minutes, something else is coming out.
There's a new accuser now.
Like,
Yeah, I've read that.
Like now, we're at the point where we're in full on attack mode. Like just the noise. Again, you talk about companies and weighing your risk. The noise is too loud at this point.
And this is Disney.
Yeah, Disney don't play.
I'd like to know what happens to his other platforms. Like, great, you won't be with Disney.
Right.
What happens with Nightcap? What happens with your shit?
I think he'll be fine.
Some of that shit he.
I love that he's still
No.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like to see people work through
Work
the
through
drama.
it. Yeah.
Are those his?
Nightcap is Shay Shay isn't. Shay Shay's owned by what's the-
Volume, right?
Volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, look, he makes a lot of money for people. And if you don't have a brand, if you're not brand conscious, like these YouTube channels generally aren't,
Yeah.
you'll be fine. Now, I'm sure he lost a hell of a large bag.
You might
You know.
take some of them little logos off the
Yeah.
the YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna be.
Yeah, he's having a lot of private conversations in the back channels,
Yeah.
for certain.
So I don't know if he, and I'm curious to know what y'all think. Like, I think he's mishandled this at every turn.
I agree with you.
At every turn. Releasing the information about the girl didn't do what he thought it was going to do.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot more than it helped.
Yeah.
He need a fixer.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You need a Olivia Pope or somebody on your squad.
That's-
You need somebody
that-
there to say, "Yo, dog, chill out. Let us handle this."
Right.
Releasing the girl is when he lost me.
That didn't help either.
That
Once I saw the girl, I'm dead ass.
Say more.
It's not a $25,000 butt cheek.
No.
For me, for me, it's the same. For me, it's the same rules apply for when we talk about the age gaps the other way. It's no difference to me.
Right.
You are 56 years old, about to be 57. My girl was talking about, he's 50 years old. I said, no, the fuck he ain't. Let me hit the Google. No, he ain't. It's just 50. He ain't 50.
Yeah.
No, you 56
you on the other
years
side,
old, and you met the girl. See, that's what I was asking you. It was unclear when we recorded last time. All that was said that broke while we were recording was he met this girl when she was 19, which is foul. But I don't know when you met the girl, and that don't say when you started being romantic, so I won't rush to judgment. Nigga, they say you met the girl in 2023. Nigga, that's yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna say
That's very, 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 very recent. So now you just nasty. If you didn't do nothing wrong and your story is legit, you look nuts,
You look
dog.
crazy.
And that's why he can't get back to ESPN, because even if he did nothing wrong and nothing illegal, just the shit he's acknowledged he did.
Yep.
Looks absolutely nuts with this little tiny OnlyFans girl.
Listen, I am 41 years old. My wife is 31 years old. We were at a college bar in Elmira this last weekend, which
Turn
is
up.
all probably 21, 22-year-olds. And I felt anxious and weird and had to get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
weird.
obviously we have no interest in sleeping with any of these people. I don't
You don't want to talk to him, damn near.
I don't even want them to look at me or
Our world should not.
We should not coexist.
His
And
kids are older.
I'm 15 years younger than him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
His
no.
kids are older than that girl.
Yeah.
That's
That's the thing.
I don't judge age gaps. Obviously, I just said that me and my wife have a 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I got a 10
there's
years as well. Fucking
Fucking with teenagers is crazy to me.
Yep.
it's wild. So he also, because there's a few angles you play when you get caught in a situation like this. One is I didn't do it. Two, whoever they is, are setting me up. So we tend to close ranks around people who get set up. You lose they're setting me up when you 54 with a 19-year-old that you met at the gym. You know what I mean?
Stop right there. That's another thing I had to get clarity on when I went home and had time to think to myself. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't.
What, meet her at the gym?
You didn't. You didn't. That's something that was able to fly last time when we were just recording there. Oh, I met her in the gym. All right, cool. Once I seen it, you was not just on the fucking Stairmaster. You wasn't just
saw that over
trekking
there
along
like, damn, yo.
and exchange. Stop, yo, stop. Now you playing with me now.
Yeah.
Now you playing with me now.
Well, a theory's been floated by his bodyguard. He did a tweet and delete.
Absolutely love tweet and deletes. Those are my favorite things that people do.
The messiest shit ever.
Messiest shit ever. His name is, he goes by Big Zaka. On April 24th, he tweeted, "Fuck NDA." That's, non-disclosure agreement. Fuck NDA. That nigga Shannon met his hoe at a Diddy party when she was 17.
Yikes.
Watch Cat back, and you'll understand me. And watch the Cat Williams interview back from 2024. Now, again, I don't know if it's true. I don't know anything about it, but this is another piece of information in response to what you just said.
Without knowing if it's true, just the tweet takes that Cat Williams level to God. That Cat Williams interview to godlike status for me.
What's the reference in the? I don't know the reference from the Cat.
What he's saying is, watch the Cat Williams Shannon Sharpe interview when he was talking about Puff and the Puff parties, and in relation to meeting white girls and what white women will do to you. The Kang conversation that he mentioned, Jonathan Majors.
Okay.
Monique kind of had this same conversation with him.
I saw that, yeah.
But to say that tweet about Cat Williams, that says that Cat Williams is kind of doing this interview knowing about you, because in that I went to look for it, and Cat is saying, "Yo, dog, I'm able to speak this way because I know about everything I'm saying. I have receipts. I can talk." So if you put any validity to the tweet, it's like, all right, Cat Williams know about you, and it's playing in your face.
Got it. I didn't catch that reference at first.
Yeah, me either.
That's ill. That's ill. The next stage of this is more accusations come out. One, an old accusation is revealed. There was the information that he apparently settled, or Fox Sports settled a suit with an employee who said that he choked her. Now, his team responded and said it wasn't what it sounded like. He didn't choke somebody out in the middle of the job, but that there was some playful physical interactions that happened, And I guess it would be like if we were tussling at work and, somebody decided to sue. Like if Flip just started choking me while we wrestling and I decided to sue Flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like it would be
Not
like...
the company.
What'd you say?
I think that's page 9 on the contract.
Don't do that.
Not the company.
And you can't do that with a woman, bro.
No, agree. And we don't know if that's what happened, right? That's his team. But the team did say, ask Fox Sports what happened, which you tend not to do unless you're telling the truth. So
I don't know Fox Sports.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. right.
That never works on me. Ask such and such. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But then there's the accusation from a former girlfriend that's come up of actual sexual assault and stalking. So
Well, she had a restraining order and everything.
right. And when he was at CBS Sports, he was sat down for a moment until the restraining order was lifted. And they sort of let it go. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for him to get back to ESPN. And again, I'm not wishing anything on anybody. But it's hard when you see CBS, Fox, this. When you see this case, this case, this case. It's hard for people become less willing to believe that this is just a big misunderstanding. The third time.
Right.
Or the fourth time, or whatever it is.
Even the audio of the phone call that when was first released, he made it seem like it was chopped and edited to
Make him look a certain way.
yeah, like he was talking dirty and then she chopped it up and made it look like some other shit. But it don't sound great. It does sound edited, but it don't sound great. And you don't sound sexy. That I know niggas change their voice for sexy time talk.
Yeah.
I know. Come on, man. Listen, I've been on Earth long enough to know that part. That wasn't sexy time voice. I'ma choke you. That was the other choke you.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
That was the
That was that. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
That's just what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. We telling the truth here.
No, that's what it sounded like to me too.
Hey, yo, hold on. We
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna be mindful.
No, you're not. You're gonna take the other side in a horrible situation like
I'm
yours.
not gonna take the other side. No.
You got 2 years of being a country. Hold up, y'all. I mean, what did the bitch do?
I'm not taking the other side. I just watch us hold ours to the fire, and there are the other side. There are praise for dating 19 and 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? And that's just a thing that I've been sitting with. Like when it comes to us and our
point.
people, we hold them to the fire, Shannon but when
Shannon, we kill. Bill Belichick, we don't.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
When Leo and them do it, and it's praise, and it's like a thing. It's like an influx. It's like a rotation of it. Like, okay, I met her at 19. Now she's 22. I'm gonna go for another 19-year-old. And people, oh, look at this girl. She's the hot model. Or look what we got. And they're taking pictures and stuff like that, which is understanding. No disrespect to Parks and Poe in y'all culture, probably. I don't know, but that's just the only thing I've been looking at. Of course, also looking at what he's done. Yo, man, she's young and you playing around with her. Obviously you miss all the cues and stuff like that. You're not really in tune. You're just out of tune. You can know when you're being recorded, just how certain things are said, the gaps in the conversation, and you just didn't pay attention. For whatever reason, whatever journey or whatever mindset you were in, you know what I mean? Prayers to him, you know what I mean? But you got whatever's coming to him, you got to deal with it.
Does anyone want to address Flip's first point? I think it was an amazing point.
Thank you.
And I would like to respond to it, but my response is like some of the most ignorant shit I ever thought in my brain, so I'm going to just chill.
Let Mark.
I'm going to let Mark go first.
Yeah, it's smart. Yeah.
See?
I have two thoughts on it.
Come on, Mark.
One, I don't think that all things are the same reversed, right? I think sometimes we do have to look at specific dynamics. However, I can't think of any situation where a 54-year-old and a 19-year-old makes sense, regardless of the gender.
No, I'm with you.
Two women, two men, woman, whatever. I don't care. It feels predatory, and I just nothing a 54-year-old has.
It's just awkward.
It's just
at the least.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right, and it makes me wonder. It's just it's fucked up. The second piece of it though is I do think that I think we give white men more leeway on that stuff, but they do criticize Leonardo DiCaprio for it, and people do think that Al Pacino is disgusting for having like
Bill Belichick. There's been plenty of jokes about all of the above.
They're getting challenged now,
But it's jokes though.
I was about to say, and that's
It's just
difference.
jokes.
Yeah, like at the Jeff Ross roast, it'll come up as opposed to it seeming like criminal.
They're not
behavior.
being held to the
Exactly.
stake though. They're not being held to the fire.
And I
That's
think-
true.
And to
that's
be
right.
fair, though, if we found out that Bill Belichick was doing some of the things that Shannon is accused of, I think the jokes would be there. Jokes and serious conversations would be there in the same way. Same for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
But who is
And
okay?
that's what I wanted to say. I'm glad. Thank you, Parks.
You're welcome.
That's what I want to say. right? Like, if the same thing were happening in the other examples, we would look at that. We would look at that a certain way. Like
We would.
we know evil
People
shit.
would, I think.
What I'm saying is we
Just in
know
general.
we know evil shit happens on Earth.
We do.
As a bystander, if you older niggas would like to fuck 19-year-olds, then have at it. But there's a way to do that so that it stays y'all business. And me as a bystander don't have anything to say about it.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Like it sounds...
The reason we don't really hear, I don't know their business.
There's plenty of these old niggas that's running around getting their rocks off with these 18 and 19-year-old women. We know that. We not
Bro,
stupid.
it's a lot of them niggas doing the same shit that Shannon is accused of doing.
Yeah.
Why we don't know?
There is a way that stuff has to happen.
They're doing the other side of that too. For whatever reason, when the victim feels like talking now,
Yeah.
that's where the door gets open.
What also opens?
We don't
that-
hear that in a Leo case, a Belichick case. We ain't heard nobody that they've dated come out and say nothing. We see pictures. We see, okay, he's with this young girl. He's with this young girl, but we see him smiling.
Yeah.
So we don't think nothing's wrong. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
And we
It could
still
be the
make jokes,
worst
by
shit in
the
the
way.
world.
Yeah,
We
people
make the
make jokes,
jokes,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
in the Shannon case,
It's
the
no longer.
details we heard, there is no jokes to make here.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the business of tearing black men down. So I certainly won't use this opportunity to tear down Shannon. But I'd be lying if I said my position wasn't thinking that he did a fantastic job doing that on his own. It wasn't anybody's place to do that.
Yeah.
For Shannon now has to go into one of the greatest fall-offs you ever saw.
Yeah. Right at the
In the event that you had great things happening for Shannon the way I did,
Yeah.
well, great that they were happening already.
they started to happen.
If you got 10 million on the hush, on the settlement, then great things are happening. This is going down as this is in the fucking.
This is worse than Jonathan Majors. This is like
this is way worse.
way worse.
This is like
Way
Kanye
worse.
This
level
is
drop.
way worse than
Yeah.
Jonathan.
This is
Jonathan
way worse.
Majors was still ascending.
Jonathan
Right,
Majors
I
was
mean,
on the cusp of almost getting there. Shannon had gotten there.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's
And then jumped off.
In a second career.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Third, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's been broadcasting for a little bit, and then
So
Like
many of
sports
his
broadcast,
so many of his contemporaries, I'm sure, hated him and the trajectory he was on.
yeah.
yeah.
Actually, if
Yeah,
I
one in
believe,
particular.
Shaq.
Yeah.
well, then there's the Shaq rumors
Yeah.
going around about the role that Shaq played. Shaq is New Jersey.
Yep.
So
There's
yeah.
heavy allegations there, so I'm gonna choose to skip it. That's not what I do here. But if you believe the text messages that are going around that she posted or her team posted about all of the media people that Shannon didn't fuck with,
Yeah. He's definitely not.
it was a
gonna reach
long list. It was a long list.
Yeah. He said, but he did say I'm cordial with them.
He's just getting up there talking. All this. You just met this girl.
Why
and telling
are
her
you
everything.
confiding
Like,
in
what the
this
fuck are you
little
doing, OG?
tiny
Come on,
OnlyFans
man.
girl?
Yeah,
And
what
if
are
you're
you
gonna do
doing?
that, get the OnlyFans girl whose subscription costs a little more than hers. Because that's the other thing. When you see Bill Belichick and them do it, long hair, tall, flamingo-like.
Associated with one of them big fucking Will Hemas or
Yeah,
whatever the fucking
that's
big
what I'm
agencies.
saying.
Yeah.
Don't just show
They
me the
know the
bitch, the
game.
bitch that's $4 a month that you confiding in. No, that's not how this goes.
Why do we do that? Can y'all break that down? Because I feel like
Well, if the subscription's for. Wait, what part you was talking about?
Sometimes they do the special, you know.
Yeah, the bundle.
remember in Jungle Fever when was it in Jungle Fever when Sam Jackson was talking about black men, white women. He was like, when a white man get a black woman, she's a penthouse pet. When a black man get a white woman, she's an outhouse pet.
Yeah.
His whole point was we reach so far below when they're a white woman in terms of attractiveness, in terms of all that stuff. Why the fuck do? And that seems to be the pattern. Like as long as they white, we happy.
Yeah. That's what it be.
Is it that simple?
Niggas just want to get them a white chick. They go for the middest of the mid pack.
I'm not gonna do that.
A lot of these fam,
I'm
we
not-
gonna
no,
tell
no,
the truth.
no, I'm not debating
We
on
tell
it.
the truth. A lot of these niggas run around just to say, "I got my white. I got my white."
I
I
agree
don't
with
care
that.
what it looked like.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a fact.
mediocre.
I agree with that. I'm just saying that's not gonna be my position with him.
No, we're not saying he asking the question why in general. And that is what happens a lot of the time. Niggas just be so glad to get a white chick. They don't care what she look like.
Trash.
She seemed to be fit. I don't think he would have a comparable black woman.
You couldn't bag a hotter white chick?
For all,
Like,
dog,
I don't want to jungle fever this out, nigga. It's niggas that date bad white joints.
Yeah.
Fire.
Dog,
It's
He
times
might have
where I
had them
stepped
too.
out and the chick across from me was the bad white joint. You
Fire,
bad.
nigga.
You got
Flame,
hey,
nigga.
Hey,
you gotta just
what's
give
up?
in.
What's up,
Hey,
Rebecca?
Joe.
What's up? Hey.
Yo, Sarah.
Hey, Vanilla. Hey. Yeah.
He might have had them. We never saw this chick with him.
You didn't.
We don't. But they play the game. They know what they doing. They ain't said nothing. We didn't know this chick existed until she started talking.
Nigga, Michelle didn't sound like she was hot.
She didn't sound like she was hot.
Yeah, she could have been hot. I'm saying that tape didn't sound like
What I'm saying,
and
dog.
I'm moving the goalpost now. I'm just saying when you of a certain ilk, certain behaviors have to stop. I don't give a fuck how you was raised. I don't care how you grew up.
you're right.
Some of these niggas grew up with that dark-skinned, ugly nigga complex.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of them was shooting at the right hoop and it just didn't go their way. So now in the little white school that they went to, or all the white trails that they went through to become a successful athlete, now you just in white land. So whether that be the bad one or the mid one, that's just where you at. You're not even shooting the sisters no more. But Shannon could have got him shit for the money that this little white girl was talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all acting like this the only white girl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It
We don't
ain't.
know what he had. She's just the one talking.
Well, that's
Because
why I'm only addressing her. Whoever else he got, for lack of a better term, is covert.
Yes.
Is in silence. There's nothing to say when you're moving in silence.
As was she.
Whatever your
until-
kink, if you into some wild, kinky, freak boy shit, it should be in silence.
Yeah.
That's when they start doing all the NDAs. Yo, the celebrity sex clubs in LA where you have to hand in your passport and sign the application and it's super, super secretive. Like, there's ways to do it. You just bugging the fuck out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah,
with
too
that.
much money.
And you have the means to do the fly shit.
And
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. You can't do that if you know you have a 9-figure negotiation in front of you. I'm not trying to make this all about the money, but at some point we just got to use our fucking heads here.
Yeah.
Hey,
I agree.
If I'm wilding when it's negotiation time, I stopped. It's that simple.
Wow, the
hey,
right
if
way.
I smoke weed when it's piss test time,
I stopped.
I stop.
Yeah.
It's not that fucking deep.
It's not.
And you niggas is portraying yourselves as fucking media mavens and geniuses and slip up at the worst possible spots. And it's sad to fucking see.
It is.
It is.
It is sad.
It's sad.
But to your piss test theory, or your piss test example, some of them been getting away with it.
Some of them drink
So,
the tea.
not even.
They go get the tea
I
or anything.
got a good,
Buy some piss.
Or I got a good talk game, and I could talk to it. All right, I'm gonna let you go this time. I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I've been getting away with this.
Yeah.
So I don't think nothing bad is gonna come from it
Right.
until it happens, and it's like, oh shit, now I done fucked up.
Well, if I was playing the odds, a 19-year-old white girl wouldn't be the odds I would play to not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Detox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, go date somebody your fucking age or not far from it. When you 56, dog, you got the whole 40 and ups. There's 40 and ups out there.
35
35
Yeah.
is perfect.
Yo,
Bro.
if you got 25,000 per cheek, if you got it like that, yo, dog, you do not have to fuck little tiny Alice.
Yeah.
But you know what though? It's the same thing when we had the Tracy Ellis conversation. And I said, to me, it sounded like she wanted to do some shit to people that the older niggas might not have been with. Some of them older chicks ain't going for this shit that he want. You gotta get somebody that he was into some wild shit. Going by her messages.
Can we talk about some of that wild shit for a minute?
Sure.
Please.
So,
And then we'll go to an ad.
Oh, I'm down. I'm kink shaming now. I know I said we don't kink shame. That's off the table. I'm kink shaming now.
I saw your
Sorry.
tweet and I agree with it so
I'm
much
sorry.
because you said you were talking about kink shaming, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah,
So
generally
please.
I don't, but slave play in particular, and this isn't technically slave play, but it's in that genre.
It's in the realm.
You know, even the text message, I want you to put a big black baby in me. Once people start talking like that to a black person and they not black, it's going down a certain lane.
Yes.
And that seemed to be the type of time he was on, as far as like wanting certain kinds of sex, to be talked to a certain way, to treat her a certain kind of way. And like you said, if you got that big black buck complex, then you feel like you're getting a little bit of
getting it off.
some get back, right? By tossing the girl from Cinnabon around and shit. So
niggas watching Rosewood.
right.
I think there's a misconception that when we say, or when I say, let me not speak for us, I don't kink shame, that you're admonishing all rules that come along with having a kink, and that's not what I'm saying.
No.
Word. I'm not going to kink shame, because I don't kink shame. That's not in my ministry. Whatever gets your dick going or your vagina going behind closed doors is your business, and I can't tell you nothing about it, no matter how egregious it may seem to me. However, you shouldn't text your kink.
I shouldn't know your kink.
Yeah.
Texting a kink is very... Now you've entered the world of legalities.
Right.
Now you've entered the world of public opinion.
Yeah.
It's almost like that unwritten rule of, or joke in my household of, hey, whatever we say during sexy time, you can't wake up in the morning and start telling me what the fuck I said when we was fucking.
Fuck no.
No.
You can't do that.
No.
That's against, that ain't law.
Yeah. That was in passion, nigga. That was in horniness.
That was in that.
I said,
that
man, shit
I
last
said, man,
night.
crazy
Nigga.
shit, nigga.
I don't ever hear that again, right?
The sun is up.
Yo, nigga, I feel the shame, nigga. It's like a vampire, nigga. My body start to burn. All that shit, I don't want to. All that shit I said, nigga, that was in the moment.
Sorry, I was horny.
That was in the moment.
the horny.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was
My
horny
bad.
talk.
The horny
I
knew
don't wanna
that.
talk about that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I just think he broke a lot of rules that and
He just
that come
old, Joe.
That's
He
it.
old, and he old.
Older is supposed to mean wiser.
No,
Not for
yes.
everybody.
Not for
know.
everyone.
Not for everybody,
And-
though.
It's supposed to.
And on top of that, like, I feel, I'm not blaming anyone. I just feel, no.
I think them football niggas got a different type
Yeah.
of aggression, and just because you stop playing football don't mean that it's
The
like
aggression goes away.
I always refer back to Ghost Power Season 1, where every time Ghost went and killed somebody, he went and fucked Angela or his wife with a different type of dick. Having visions of the murder. Like, that was telling a story. I believe that to be true, though I've never killed anybody. I could see football players having to still get that shit off when they're not on the field.
Yeah.
Especially if you, and I'm not talking about Shannon now, if you putting certain things in your body, if you're juicing, you don't know what effects other things
that's what
are
I'm saying.
having
But
on you.
we've seen retired football players, snap
Yeah.
with a lot of aggression, and then it's CTE and it's stuff like that. Like we've
That's
seen
another
this. We've
piece.
seen a whole pattern of this. So yeah, they do have that aggression way after leaving the game.
And back to Ryan Coogler's point, this don't happen if you don't invite him in.
That's it. Yeah.
This don't happen if you don't invite him in.
And invite him in, for real.
I saw a preview of a football movie, too, with Marlon Wayans. In the movie.
I don't support him.
Marlon Wayne.
It's not Marlon Wayans. I don't support. That's Jordan Peele.
Peele.
Oh, you don't support him?
Nope.
Y'all got beef?
No.
I don't got beef with him. I just don't.
Stylistically, I'm not into
His
what
name.
he
His
does.
name
I
to
get
me
that.
says no.
Yeah.
When I see his name on it, I'm cool.
His
I
name.
don't- You gotta explain
I'm not
that.
gonna lie. Sanders was like a Jordan Peele, but like
Y'all got to
Well
explain.
done.
I was about to say
Yeah.
I think that's an insult to Ryan Coogler, but I see what
No,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
You got to explain that to me
That's
later.
my point.
Explain it to me later of why I don't, because now that
It's
I'm
the-
not-
He just
It's
fooled me
it's
too many
the-
times. That's all.
There's
No,
some
it's-
black.
he just what?
He just fooled me too many
There's
times.
black people that pull on the equity differently. There's black people that use their Hollywood green light to tell other stories.
Okay.
I like
And-
Jordan Peele
and,
too. by
and
the
maybe
way.
lean on
I
the
love Get
black
Out.
and maybe lean on the
Out, I
blackness
like
for
it.
marketing, or a very surface level, low hanging fruit type of storyline in terms of societal norms and racism and historically yada 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 yada.
Okay.
It was nothing but nuance and substance and culture in that Ryan Coogler shit.
Yeah.
Somebody that just breezed by the culture can't do it. You can't fake it. It's back to the Kendrick Drake point that I'm leaving.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what you're saying.
That's what it is. That's what Ryan Coogler versus Jordan Peele is
Was
for
it
me. Like, I didn't
Any-
rush to all that Jordan Peele shit like
Any
everybody
Jordan
else.
Peele
I
movie
rushed.
that you did like, Joe?
I rushed too much.
Any Jordan Peele movie that you liked initially?
I'm sure he had one.
Get Out.
that I-
Get
Out
Like,
was fire. I figured you like Get Out, and then
Get
it
Out
went
was,
down.
Get Out was
I think I'm
fire.
ready.
I like the Aliens one with what's her name? I like that one.
Nope.
I hated
That's the
the. Oh no, yeah,
I ain't fuck with that either.
I like that one.
Absolutely hated no.
Hated that.
I hated
I hated
that.
that. I hated.
I think I hated Get Out too.
whatever the one is where they ended up holding
That's
hands
M.
at the end. That,
That's Us.
That was horrible.
And Us, I hate. That's probably one of my worst movies ever. But
Really?
it was, and I can admit it. It was the marketing behind the movie that like it set a expectation going into it.
Yeah.
And when I saw the movie, I'm like, okay, y'all are bullshitting with me.
This is like M. Night
And I-
Shyamalan.
I
Yeah,
feel
he's
like-
on the list.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole and him are on the same list to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like all those are the same movies.
A little bit.
Me.
A little bit.
Get Out was
My
good.
favorite thing that Jordan Peele introduced me to was the slowing down of hip hop classics to make it sound like some
And that-
Freddy Krueger anthem.
and that was working for us. Just that alone was
Everybody stole that.
Get
And
Out
I
was,
love it.
Get Out was with the guy escaping from the white people that was trying to have him tied in the basement.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sunken Place. all
Suck
that
and play.
stuff.
I thought that's my favorite one.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
But his stuff feels a little didactic at times. Like it feels very like heavy-handed and like there's just no subtlety to it. You remember like Don't Be Missed, maybe like message. Sometimes I feel like that's what he's doing. Whereas with I'm talking about Peele, but with Ryan Coogler, it's the exact opposite. Like that Buddy Guy scene was probably the most didactic of the whole thing, and that happened as a postscript. The rest of the film was subtle and smooth, and I don't feel like I get that sometimes. It feels like too much.
Right.
And it feels like Twitter banter sometimes, his films, for me. Like it feels like how people who talk about race on Twitter,
Exactly.
like the biracials on
Not
Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
so not speaking on behalf of us.
What he thinks
Well,
us is.
Yeah, he is.
He's us,
He
but-
thinks he is. And he's doing that for some people.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a certain kind of person. Can I ask you a rich person question related to
Well, yeah, you rich nigga, answer it.
I'm not.
Yeah,
no,
rich
no.
person and rich person. That's why he asking you.
Hey, answer it then, nigga.
This is from the poorest to the rich.
No,
Mark,
we're not gonna do that.
No, when you hear the question, you'll understand.
From the rich to the
I wrote
richer.
down your block the other day.
You ain't
Go
wrote
ahead.
down my block.
Go ahead, though.
No, Mark living that good side of town.
We don't have blocks.
I know New Jersey.
We don't have blocks where he's at.
How about I say?
I know where I rode in that area the other day.
Nah, we don't let y'all in.
Oh, shit.
I would have gotten an alert.
Citizens out. You got some other shit, nigga.
Exactly. Right.
Got an alert.
Shannon Sharpe acknowledged, his attorney acknowledged that they offered up to $10 million as a settlement.
It went up to 10 million. He said tens of millions. So that could have been 20 million. That's the
So strategically, that feels crazy to me because to me, what the public hears when they say I offered her $10 million is I did something wrong. You give away $1 million as a nuisance, right? If I'm looking, let's assume he's really looking at 100 M's, right? You'll do $1 million for a nuisance suit because you don't want no problems.
Dog, I will do 10, 15. If I'm looking at 100,
If it's a real 100, yeah,
and you
They
can
usually-
fuck this 100 up,
yeah.
what do I? Oh, you ask his question.
I guess I'm
can't
asking-
speak from it. From
What's the number that makes you say I don't care if I didn't do it? I'm still not spending this much money.
It's all relative to how much you make.
Okay.
And how much is at risk?
It's all relative to how much you make and will make.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
So then, did he misplay this? Because it seems to me, if let's say she was asking for 20, in retrospect, should he have just given up to 20?
That's when your niggerdom kicks in. Because you'll read something and you don't feel like you've done too much that's crazy. You'll live with the results. You read something and be like, 20 million? No, I don't. That's not in my mind body.
I just can't.
Mark,
I have a question for you, Joe.
This is the same shit we talked about with Puff and Cassie,
Yes, that's a good example.
where it was in hindsight.
Well, it's a bad example because in ours that we talking about, the person is innocent.
I'm just saying
The Cassie shit, he knew what the fuck.
He
he knew what it was.
Cool.
And he still said no. That's a different type of arrogance.
Yeah, that's next level.
We talking about just making the right decision, not in your arrogance and your pride and your ego.
This still sounds like arrogance, though.
And to be clear, I'm not suggesting
No,
he's innocent, just in this hypothetical.
Well, yes. In the hypothetical, if you didn't do, because that's what keeps going. That's the question that keeps going around. If you're innocent, why would you pay $10 million? Why would you offer? That's what keeps going
and
around.
that's what I was gonna ask
And if
you.
you've never been in a situation, and if you've never sniffed that type of coin, then no, it's not gonna make sense to you. There's not many people out there listening that can relate to having 9 figures on the table in the coming months.
You know what they can relate to? I didn't do this crime.
But I'm gonna ask Joe
But they
something.
saying, you take it to trial, you looking at this, or you take the plea and you take this. And a lot of niggas will take that plea on an innocent because the other side
Very
is just too it's too costly on the other side.
It's true in the world of criminality. I haven't entered that world. I'm still in business politics.
That's what I was
I'm
going to
not
ask you, Joe.
in criminal anything.
There are people that were completely innocent, not in the criminal world, that took the plea because they telling them.
You mean like they settled?
Yes, it's a
Gotcha.
settle. It's the same thing. It's a settlement.
It's a different settlement in the world of criminality, trading time versus trading your coin is what I'm going to keep focusing on. They say to you in this world, listen, and when I was going through something like this, they said, yo, can't nobody tell you what to do in this situation but you, because you're the only one that knows how much you make and how much you will make. Take all emotions out of it. It don't matter who's right and it don't matter who's wrong. We're only doing math right now.
Right.
And once that was said, well, it changes the whole scope.
Yeah, got it. That's why I think Shannon did bad math. I think ego gets into it. Like
10 million is a lot of money if you feel like you innocent and you was just on some BDSM consensual section.
Yeah.
10 million is a lot to dig in your pocket and give somebody.
And that's where somebody was supposed to tell you, cool, consensual BDSM shit, we here now. This noise that she's making, that 100 million on the table, and the next one, that 250 that might come down the line, this could cost you that.
That's what I'm saying. He makes
so now weigh those numbers. Weigh this 10 million here versus 350 million here.
He makes 6.7 million, I believe, a year at ESPN. I think that's the estimate. It's somewhere in that neighborhood, give or take a 100,000 a year. He's looking at $100 million contract, and he's relatively young for media. He could have made $250 million before he died, and by not spending that 10 or whatever the number is, 20, whatever, he may have cost himself all of that money.
And that's where a real advisor comes in and shows you what's really at risk here.
Right.
You're right, but the reality of it was, and I hate to say this because I'm rooting for him to do as great as he could. The reality of it was he was probably shooting high for the 100. So let's chop it in half. Let's say he landed at 50. Now that 10 million looks different.
Yeah. Because after taxes, that's 25, and now you're giving 10 of it.
That looks like
to the girl from
I'm putting
hands,
all my chips to the table to try to get this out the way or keep it low until I secure my deal.
That's real. That's real. And that might have been his calculation. And who knows what she was actually asking for? Because I
don't care what she was asking for. I care about what he offered. You offered 10?
Yeah, that's wild.
Speaks volumes.
That
says a lot. See, when we were recording last time, I had only heard that from her attorney.
Right.
But that came from his attorney. Oh, we got to look at this totally different.
Yeah. Which again, bad strategy. But anyway,
and mediation costs a lot of money. I'm curious to know if they attempted that.
Wasn't that number offered in mediation? That's
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that. You might be right. I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear in mediation, but we can check that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But mediation costs money. These attorneys cost money, and when you're in these settlement talks, they tell you the longer this goes, it's only bad for the person that makes the money. Like, the longer this goes, it's only bad for you. And in the event that you lose, and it only take one person for you to lose, then you paying me and you paying her attorneys as well. Yeah. Like, you just start doing math. I'm sorry, my phone. You start doing math, and it becomes a lot.
Davis, who is his attorney, also said Sharpe was willing to pay at least $10 million in a settlement for the accuser's silence. The two were amid mediation prior to the lawsuit being filed.
So that's from mediation.
That's from mediation.
Wow.
So we already here.
So there must be a lot, because I talked to my brother who does the one who,
Frazier,
the other one, the one who represents Frazier's.
Hey man,
yo,
he's an attorney.
Yo, I'm sticking up for Frazier. I don't fuck with Mark Beef just Frazier. Anyway, go ahead.
And I asked him, I said, what do you think this would be worth to a jury based on the information we have right now? He said I would be trying to get somewhere around $2 to $5 million as an outcome. And when I see these kinds of cases, I don't see people let's assume Shannon's guilty of everything. I don't see him getting $20 million from a jury. So I'm wondering what her game plan is. Because most people will take $10 million when you don't have any money and you're looking at a $10 million payoff. And again,
could be something more in there.
And that's my point. I'm thinking there has to be a whole lot more in there, or there's a lot of embarrassing stuff that isn't guilt or innocence, but that he just doesn't want the world to know. More texts, more stories, more kinks.
I mean something more in there in terms of there's a bigger goal here, not just to get money.
Oh, What are you thinking? Like to get famous?
No, we need to take this all the way through to end him. And whatever money we get from the jury is just what we get.
Got it.
Like there's a bigger plan here.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't look at it like that either, right? Like at this point, when one person is playing with house money, and this is where the lawyer games start to come into play, because you have the Busbys of the world and the likes of him going to victims and saying, no matter how long this takes, it's not going to cost you a dime. And if we lose, it's not going to cost you a dime.
That's the new lawyers.
Yeah, so now there's nothing to lose here. And I think you can get way more than this 10. I think the floor that we're looking at is 25.
Jesus. Wow.
So then you got one side that appears a little unrealistic, but rightfully so, and one side that's working with whatever they're working with, and it's just a clash. It's tough. It's tough. Again, good luck to all parties involved. Yeah. Prayers to the victims.
I'm sure we'll hear more
here, and more will be revealed, as they say.
Indeed.
My last question to you: does this legitimize Busby at all for you?
No. No, because
broken clock is right twice a day.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, it's time for my favorite part of the show, Prize Picks. All right, Prize Picks is the best place to turn your sports knowledge into real cash. With millions of members, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. It's really simple and easy to play. All you have to do is select 2 or more players, look at their projected stat line, and pick more or less for your chance to win big. Unfortunately, I do not have the lines in front of me, and my line giver is out at a funeral. So pick carefully is what I will say to you. I want to pick a bunch of Knicks, but I ain't going to freestyle the line and fuck it up for people out there. But just pick carefully, use wisdom, and be strategic. And use promo code JBP for your chance to win $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup again. If you download the Prize Picks app right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. So good luck to all participants out there, and run your game. With that being said, all is right in the universe.
Got to make a call?
Got to make a phone call. Gotta make a phone call.
I knew you was going to do it, yo.
All is right again in the universe. Want to see if my good friend and Jarrett Jack will answer his phone. Me and him have been doing this thing where we talk after every game.
What?
Yo, this is Joe Budden. May I speak to Jarrett Jack, please?
This is him.
What do you have to say for yourself? All is back right in the world.
All is back right.
All is back right. Home court is restored where it's supposed to be. Big bodega bitched y'all around. Y'all didn't want to fight. When your man Beef Stew ain't around, y'all ain't so tough, huh?
Yeah. Right, you shit. And then, will you be that game?
You breaking up. You breaking up, Jarrett Jack. Go to the good side of the house so we can hear what you got to say about the Pistons.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I can't hear what you got to say about the Pistons. Damn, it looks like we've lost our connection with Jarrett Jack.
Hello?
And I ain't Pat McAfee, so I don't know if we'll get him back.
Hello?
There you go. Hey.
We good?
We good. What's up, bro? What you got to say for yourself?
Hey, man, very entertaining game last game. Thought we, had some hiccups that we're going to clean up. We right here at practice now. I look forward to writing.
Looks like you guys were introduced to the NBA Clutch Player of the Year.
Who is that? You talking about Mr. Brunson?
It looks like you guys had a good, firm understanding on why Mr. Brunson won NBA Clutch Player of the Year amongst all that Cade chatter that was going on.
It's over, yo.
Yeah, I lost him. Damn, man, I lost him. Anyway, all is back right in the world. The Knicks are up 2-1. The Giants had an amazing first round of the NFL draft. What would you guys like to get to? The draft? Shedeur Sanders? Is it racism?
They all
the Giants had a great first round.
Yes.
Because I saw the report card shit. They gave him a D.
I don't know.
I don't know what it meant.
I don't know where you saw that.
Abdul Carter was, for some people, the number one. Travis was
Yeah.
also.
I don't know where you saw that, Freeze.
Abdul Carter's a
Most
good
publications give us an A, not an A plus, but I'm not getting mine from that. I'm getting mine from just having eyes and a little bit of football knowledge. Like Park said, Abdul Carter was ranked as the number one player on some boards.
He was just injured last year.
He's coming off an injury. If the Titans don't need a quarterback, if the teams ahead of the Giants don't need a quarterback, Abdul Carter probably comes off the board first or second. And forget about that. You now have a front line of Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and now Abdul Carter.
That's a nice D-line.
That has to sound like terror.
Yeah, that's a nice D-line.
I don't care what happens on offense now. But now you still go and trade 2 third-rounders, I think, to move up to the first round to get your quarterback of the future, which is Jackson Dart. Some people say that should have been Shedeur. But I thought it should have been Shedeur as well. However, the scouting report on Jackson Dart seems Josh Allen-ish is what they say. Big guy that likes to just gunsling it and toss it around. They say we got the white version of Jameis Winston. That's what they're saying. I don't know enough about him to say, but I know the Giants are not drafting a black quarterback. I'm shocked we even have 2 black quarterbacks in our quarterback room. So
yeah, y'all got the black Jameis Winston too, right?
We got Jameis Winston. We got Russell Wilson. We got DeVito, our Italian dude.
You still got
and we got Jackson Dart.
Must be nice to have a quarterback.
The Giants had a really, really, really amazing first round. I can't wait to see that D-line in person. And we still got picks.
Yeah.
We still got picks.
I'm happy with my Dolphins. We picked Kenny Grant, who's a monster D tackle. He's like 6'4", 350, and ran like a 4.8. I saw clips of him running down a running back 20 yards down the field. I'm excited.
Okay.
How did my Eagles do?
They did. They picked up what's my man, the linebacker from Alabama, who's really good. They always fucking.
Howie's the
good.
best in the game, so I just always assumed that the Eagles did the best.
That's what I'm hoping for.
What's my man? I got it right.
And after that Jalen Carter pick,
Jahad Campbell, he's nice.
Oh, okay. So football question, because again I know very little about
sorry,
football.
I'm sorry, y'all. Someone's interrupting us. We have one of the best episodes of the year. Someone's interrupting. Hello.
Hey man, I just want to let you know I'm not running from the smoke.
So it looked like
play well. I'll see y'all Sunday for Game 4.
What do you think about the backcourt herd around the world?
I think the explanation that was told to us was new. We've never heard of that until
Me
either.
either. I love when a fake rule leans in favor of your team. The momentum carrying you over half court. Oh man,
you going to take that? You like that?
I absolutely love it. Listen, man, good luck. Y'all had a good year. We're gonna make this thing We're gonna make.
Stop speaking in past tense.
We're gonna make this thing 3-1 by the next time I speak to you, and then we'll see what happens from there. But you boys definitely y'all had a good time. At Game 2, when I went to the concession stand to get my seafood, I saw a nigga that looked exactly like Tobias Harris standing behind me. What do you know? Who would have thought Tobias Harris's brothers look exactly like Tobias Harris? Had a great talk with them. And I'm phony, so I said, yo, tell your brother I love him. I love what he's doing. Follow him on the gram.
That's my brother.
Just not today. I love Tobias Harris.
That's my guy.
Even though I did kick his back in when he was on the Sixers. We talked about that too.
I did too.
But listen, man, y'all did good, Jarrett. Y'all did good.
Stop speaking in passing to me. That's disrespectful.
But all right. I'll stop speaking to you like that if you just say this with me real quick.
I'm not going to do
His name is Jalen Brunson.
I will not repeat those words.
Come on, please.
No, thank you.
His name is Jalen Brunson.
No, thank you.
Y'all even pulled out some Detroit celebrities trying to have like an aura, trying to have atmosphere. I seen Chris Webb in the building.
You saw us out there?
Yeah, I see Jalen Rose out there. Who else was out there? I seen a couple bad bitches. Y'all tried to have some aura out there. I like it.
Don't hate on our court side, dog. Just make sure you know the seating chart for when we come back up there.
That's a good one. Hey, we squashed it. Hey, me and Fifth is good now.
Congratulations, man. Y'all unified for the Knicks. Ain't that cute?
Yo, listen to this. Let me tell you this before we hang up. A lot of New York niggas heading to game 4. I spoke to Ween. There's going to be a lot of New York niggas at game 4 in the Pistons Stadium. I mean, in the Pistons Palace.
Tell them to come on through. Tell them to come in. Tell them to break. Tell them to behave, though.
Come have a Coney. Come have a Coney on y'all. What do you think?
Hey, man, we with it. We with it.
Hey, I might see y'all for game 5. I got
All right, boy.
My man, love you, boy.
All right, peace.
Peace. I love when people don't run from it. If you can dish it when you win,
respect it. He called back.
Answer the call when you lose. That's our boy Jarrett Jack, friend of the show. We love him. And again, shout out to the Pistons for all they've done. But we're gonna take good care of them.
Before we go to football, there's a basketball thing that came up too since we're talking hoop real quick.
Oh, let's do it.
The NBA Players Association, NBA players rather, do their voting. You always get the players' versions like MVP, most improved, etc. They rank the league's most overrated player. All the NBA players vote. 90 votes. 90 NBA players voted. It's a significant number.
Yeah, not a lot.
I mean, it's only 12 on each team.
It's 425 players.
Yeah,
It's
that's
90. It's not even half.
Yeah, it's like 25% of the league. I mean, shit. I think that's a good sample. Is all I'm saying.
Well, let's see.
I wish they all vote. By far, the most overrated player in the NBA by the players' assessment, Tyrese Halliburton.
Damn.
Wow.
Interesting.
I thought that was super interesting. They might be right.
That's them saying that he not like that.
Exactly.
It's not that he not nice.
Okay.
But you're not like that.
Right. It's not what they make it.
You're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because number 2 was Rudy Gobert, which is a consistent thing people say.
I'm rolling.
Tyrese Halliburton got 14.4%.
Of the 90 votes.
Yeah. Rudy Gobert got 10%. Under him was Trae Young at 9%.
No.
Then to Joe's point, once you get to the 3 and 2%, to me that's just like 2 or 3 people saying they don't like you. You know what I mean? Because after that was Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal, who I think might be right too, Draymond, John Morant, Julius Randle.
John Morant was on?
Damn. Yeah, John. Again, some of it is you're not like that. Like if you're projected to be a superstar and they're like, yeah, maybe he's not a superstar.
14% out of the 90 is 12 people.
Yeah,
And while we're here, let me say that. Let me say again for the second or third year in a row, I absolutely hate what the NBA has done to the Most Improved Player Award.
Yeah, you've been on that since y'all won it.
Well, it's ridiculous now.
You don't like it when like the stars when you go from like year 1 to year 2 of like a superstar. You want it to be like more of like a
Cade is projected to win.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. I don't like that either.
He's up for the finalists in the Most Improved.
Yeah.
And if you've seen any Cleveland Cavalier game this year, then that white boy that comes off the bench that they'll probably give 6th Man of the Year should also win Most Improved Player of the Year. If you know his story and you see what they're doing, they damn near they second number 1 in the East. 60-something wins out of nowhere. Nobody projected that. Like, come on, stop playing with him.
That's how it was back in the day.
Cade is the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Most Improved didn't used to go to superstars when stars become superstars. It used to be guys who you didn't expect.
And names we didn't know.
Didn't even know them.
Right.
Yeah.
And
All right, so football.
Break it down for me, y'all. I don't understand this. I saw all year people telling me Shedeur Sanders was going to be maybe a top 5 pick. Then I heard one from number 1 to top 5 to top 10. As of this recording, he hasn't been drafted yet. They had a full first day of drafting. He doesn't get drafted. And I see reports on the internet, some people saying it's because he's a quote-unquote thug or because they don't like his style or his attitude. Then I see other people saying that it's all a ruse and he's just not that good, he's overrated, and the GMs know that. And I don't know anything about football, so I have no idea what's true.
I think there's a little spruce of a little bit of both things have some levels of truth to them. I think that this quarterback class was pretty widely regarded as not as strong as previous quarterback classes. I think in other years, Shedeur would have definitely been a 2nd-round pick. I do think that he is a good quarterback. I also do think that he and his family have clout and can kind of pick where they go. So they may have went to interviews with certain teams and gave a bad interview on purpose.
Got you.
Like, I don't want to be in wherever, fill in the blank.
Like, I heard he totally shitted the Giants interview.
Yeah.
Really?
I heard that.
I heard that too.
So then when the Giants trade up and you're there, it's like, okay, you're not on that list.
You don't want to come here.
You don't want to be here.
And not just that word gets out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Small
So now-
small business.
Yeah, so now other people like, oh, this how you moving?
Yeah. So I think that it's a little bit of both. I think that he is a good quarterback, and I think he will probably develop into a good NFL quarterback.
Like a starter?
Yeah, I think he'll be a
Yes.
starter. Yeah. His comp is Tua.
A second and third round pick as a starter.
You should be, right?
Yeah. It may take him a while to get used to the game. I guess one of the knocks on him is like on some Madden shit when you run backwards trying to evade some tackles and get a
Lose a lot
sack
of
for
yards.
that happens to him a lot, but he does have good accuracy and timing. He's got some things to work on.
Okay.
And I think some teams are turned off by the whole Sanders experience, for better or worse.
I think it's more of that. I think both things can be true, but I think the teams being turned off by the flashiness and the Sanders shit is weighing more on it for him. There are teams, the Steelers, who absolutely need a quarterback.
I thought he was going there.
When I saw him make it past, I was getting off a plane with the AirPod in, and as soon as I saw pick 9 and he wasn't picked, I'm looking at the rest of the teams. They all got quarterbacks.
Right.
I'm like, we 21. Yes. Right. I've been saying forever. I've been telling y'all, I want a young quarterback.
Uh-huh.
I don't want one of these old washed up niggas who on his way out the league. I give a young quarterback a shot and let him develop with the team.
Shit almost ruined your whole PJ experience.
Whoa. Economy.
Shit almost ruined the whole
Econ-
jet. Shit.
e-
I stepped
economy.
off the jet and seen, yo, we ain't.
Economy.
The economy, John.
Yeah, economy. But
Economy jet.
but yeah, I'm just like, once I saw that, I said, okay, to me, it was just something a little bit more in play.
I will say the Browns have 2 picks in the top 4 of the second round. I would expect him probably to maybe go to one of those.
If he doesn't get drafted in the top half of the second round or in the second round at all, are we then willing to say this is not about football?
It's not about football now.
I don't think it's about football. Yeah, it's not about
Everything
football now.
I'm on the side of everything that you hear is true.
Okay.
Everything that you hear is true. All sides of it. The racism in football, the history, and in terms of the Lamar Jacksons and the yada, 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 all of that's there. Talent-wise, all of that could be true. Projection-wise, you're not the tallest. You're not the arm strength is not. That's true. This was a weak quarterback class. Next year is projected to be a really strong quarterback class.
Next 2 years, yeah.
Everything that people are saying is true.
Yeah.
See, I thought
The family, Deion Sanders, what comes with that. Nobody's wrong.
And I mean, let's keep it a buck. Like a lot of all that extra shit he did for the draft, people don't want that.
What was he doing?
He got a whole custom draft room built with all of this shit in there.
Shit.
Like it was a lot.
You can't make a draft room
They
if you're not in the
keep
first round.
I could see him going to New Orleans at 8 in the second round too. Actually, that would make sense with a less than ideal arm strength being in a dome for a majority of your games.
Oh,
Yeah, you want him in a dome.
Yeah, I could see that being.
And whoever's getting him is getting him at great value.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
You're getting him at great
Absolutely.
value. It's going to be a hell of a pick.
Yeah.
And I hate that this celebratory moment for this guy has turned into the what a letdown. You didn't get picked in the first round. No, you didn't
See, I'm not. I'm
I
opposite of that.
also don't think that that's entirely maybe the case. I don't know the family obviously, but I think internally they may have somewhere that they want to go and are not mad that they didn't end up having to go to Cleveland or.
where would they want to go if you're?
I would imagine the Sanders family would love something like Dallas. I could see New Orleans being something that would maybe. I don't know. I don't know them. They may have somewhere that they love as a family.
Are you thinking
or
like
whatever.
market, or are you thinking
just
like?
saying
I think a
that
combination of market and city.
They are
and
more informed
team.
than the parents of the kid who haven't gone through any of this NFL shit. Ever.
Right. Usually
they,
get drafted.
they have more intel.
That makes sense. Okay.
And more pull
Yeah.
to be like, no, we're not. If you draft us, like what happened with Eli back in the day,
I'm not
you know
going
what I
to
mean?
the Chargers.
We've seen other teams happen. Like this, other
Genty to the
situations.
Raiders has fucked up my entire fantasy plan right now. I have no idea what's going on.
Why?
Because it's always the one rookie running back that you know is going to get a heavy load that's going to be projected top 4 in fantasy to throw off the whole first round of fantasy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Somebody
Pete
gonna jump
Carroll
it.
there too. Yeah. He's gonna cook.
It's going to be a little tricky. It is.
For Shedeur though, I once I saw this happen, I'm just like, it makes me root for him more though.
For sure.
Now I want you to wherever you go, I want you to kill it.
Make
I want
everybody
you,
pay.
Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson again. Yeah, we watched all of y'all skip me, and now y'all are gonna pay.
Yeah.
Not saying he has the same talent, but I'm just saying I'm rooting for him even more now.
He is an entertaining football player at the very least. He's a good football player. I think if he ends up in a team that he likes and a coach that he likes in a city that he likes, he will absolutely thrive.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him.
And again, I think that he's got the pull to make that happen. And I think some of these other teams know he ain't gonna.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work out. So we're not gonna waste it.
Yeah, let's get a D tackle or whatever.
But it's definitely some racism, and
probably, yeah. There's always racism with black quarterbacks,
right?
But when it comes to the NFL, right, like Mark just said, if we're talking NFL, racism is at play, and I don't think you get to conveniently pull the card, because if we're all here, then it's a racism you can root for, that you're fine with. If the racism is palatable for you, then go Cowboys. So I don't like that shit.
Speaking of celebrity sons, this Elijah Arenas thing, what the hell happened?
Yeah. So the report came out. It was very vague. It just said he was involved in a car accident, taken to the hospital, and was in a coma.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So then more information came out. I believe it was Vlad who said he spoke to Gilbert Arenas and said he had an accident. The vehicle caught on fire, and it was a lot of smoke inhalation. And what they do is they just induce you
to get rid of the
smoke. But it did. Last I've read, he is expected to be okay, and we're still prayers. Prayers.
Yeah, definitely prayers.
Prayers up to the whole
Arenas family.
Yeah.
I do have a statement from the family.
Okay.
In a remarkable and hopeful development, Elijah Arenas has come out of his coma and has shown significant signs of progress within the last 24 hours. In a powerful and emotional moment, Elijah opened his eyes and was able to write on a piece of paper that he remembered the smoke and asked, "Did anyone get hurt?" Although he remains intubated.
Yes.
They got this progress, let me make this bigger because I told you I'm losing my eyesight.
Once you get 40, it go.
Yeah, now it's gone. This progress marks my mom be having the font on her text the size of the phone.
See one letter.
God damn it. This progress marks a critical step forward in his recovery. His mother, Laura Govin, father, Gilbert Arenas, siblings and family have been by his side every step of the way, holding on to faith and drawing strength from the prayers and love pouring in from around the world. One of the brave individuals who helped rescue Elijah from the burning vehicle shared his harrowing account of that day. "I remember hearing banging on the car window, but I couldn't see anything because the smoke was so thick. That's when I realized someone was inside. I tried to break the window, but it wouldn't give. Then I saw one of the windows was cracked just enough, and we used everything we had to bend it and pull him out. The car was on fire. We just knew we had to get him out. This act of courage, along with Elijah's incredible will to survive, has been nothing short of miraculous. The family continues to ask for the public's prayers and support as their miracle baby fights his way back to a full recovery. They remain deeply grateful for the exceptional care provided by his medical team and the overwhelming love and encouragement from the community. Further updates will be shared as Elijah continues to heal." End quote.
Wow. I'm sending love and prayers.
Indeed.
He's an excellent young basketball player, but at this point, it's like you don't even want to think about sports. You just want that boy to be okay.
Just want him to be all right.
Yeah. And thank God he seems to be
on the track
on the right path. I was real happy about this coma coming from the fumes and that his body was.
Yeah, because when you first get home, you like,
because once we get to he's alive and he's all right. Dude, I'm getting right to the money right after him. My baby's a star.
Right.
My baby had a bright future now. Don't play.
We getting back to it.
Right, he a first round pick. Right.
Yeah. We ain't playing.
Yeah, that's why I don't be want to hear that shit about Bronny, man. And that nigga LeBron got that call. His son had a heart problem. Nigga, then he had to go into scandal mode. Yeah. Seriously. Whatever.
Speaking of Bron, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you, bro. Did Kevin Gates at the Lakers game?
Let's do it.
Oh, shit.
Why is this such a thing?
Because people are stupid.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Why? What's funny about it?
Okay, here's the why it's a thing. Bron confronted Stephen A.
Yes.
At the Lakers game. That's why it's a thing, though. I'm telling you why it's a thing.
But stop it, yo.
He
ain't wrong.
He confronted Stephen A. at the Laker game. So now, again, Bron ignores all the bullshit. He's been excellent at ignoring the bullshit for years.
Right.
Kevin Gates has said whatever he said about Bron and about his wife.
About his wife, yeah.
And they responded. So now
you did that Instagram post.
Right. You've addressed this, which you normally don't address shit.
Keep the same energy.
So now, for Kevin Gates, I'm going to the Laker game, sitting courtside. Let's see you address me. That's why people have made it a thing.
I hate when Ice speaks for the internet.
I'm not.
I speaks for the internet.
He does.
He's like the Lorax.
Sometimes I love that.
I'm telling
Sometimes
you.
I love that, and sometimes I hate it.
But you asked me
this is
why
one
this is a thing.
I
I'm
know,
just
but
giving
now
you the
that
why.
you told me, you have to get my fucking internet vitriol.
Go ahead.
We have to stop.
Fair.
Who's on? Are you on this side, Mark?
No, I'm on the side of saying that's why people are making a thing.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I think this shit is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's all dumb.
Kevin
Thank
Gates
the
is
Lord.
not Stephen A. Smith.
He's not Stephen A. Smith
At all.
LeBron should ignore him. And I did it. Kevin Gates was.
I
gonna
think
whoop-
LeBron should have ignored him, not even with the post. They should have completely ignored him.
Yeah, I wish he'd ignored the post.
Dog.
You can't press somebody earlier in Stephen A. and then not keep the same energy.
Yes,
with
you
the
can.
That's
Yeah,
another
you damn
rule
sure
that the
You
internet
absolutely
made up.
can.
Yeah, but
You
we made it
can't
up.
do that.
You not him.
can, but it don't matter.
You can't pick and choose. on
I
this.
didn't understand. Niggas like,
could
oh,
pick
Joe Biden's not barking at 15. No,
Don't try to sneak your little 50 cent
yeah,
ticket.
that's
That's different.
it's not.
You're Stephen A. in this
You
one.
smelled that man cologne. That's different.
That's true.
He smelled mine.
Yeah, he turned around and looked at you.
He
and said, "What's
smelled.
up?"
He smelled mine. It smelled remarkable.
Yeah, but
Joe
you was
is
staring there hoping he ain't turn around. See, I ain't get to get my jokes off.
Oh, that's true.
Hey,
We got time. We got time.
Hey, Big Free.
I saw that nigga Joe was sitting there like, God, I hope the ball don't come over here. Don't put me on the screen. Just nothing.
You have to worry about that.
Too. Oh God, no, please. I saw you. You ain't want no concessions. Nope. Don't keep walking. I don't want nothing.
You heard him say he went upstairs to get his concession.
Yeah, hell yeah, he
He
went
didn't go
upstairs.
to the VIP.
Got up out of there too.
He was eating cotton candy. Oh yeah, he was going
They
quick.
look at you like
Oh,
a
yeah.
shizum.
Quick.
Yeah, no.
He saw the second half at the 40-40.
You like nigga, you like a chipmunk, nigga. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, nigga. They trying to play my son.
Listen, the point that I was making
You ain't
was,
feel that way. I watched that.
of course I
man.
didn't feel that way, but I'm not stepping on no jokes.
Now why? Why not?
Even they saying that me saying I'm not stepping on no joke is my new way of stepping on jokes.
It's
So
a
I'm
fire way.
shutting up.
It's a fire
It's
way.
fire.
to do it.
No,
We know.
I'm shutting up now.
We know.
I'm shutting up now.
Yeah.
I encourage the jokes on me, and this was a good one. I thought for sure that this would skyrocket me in part of the month, but somehow I think it might still be a tight race.
It's not a tight race.
Oh shit! Shut the fuck up. Maybe if you let up off the gas, he can catch up.
Yeah,
with
right,
it.
right, right.
Oh, brother, here we go. But anyway, yeah, you can definitely pick and choose who you fucking have bravado with. You can.
You have to. Because here's the thing. And I get what you said. You can't be a sucker about it. Like, you can't come at
the
somebody
fact.
weak
You don't wanna be a
go at
bull,
somebody's
of course.
right. Yeah, you can't do that. But he's known Stephen A. Smith 20 years. Stephen A. Smith has the biggest platform in his sport. So I think engaging
That's not
Kevin
Kevin
matters
Gates.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Kevin
Yeah,
Gates.
Kevin Gates is just somebody talking about him. And I don't think you got to just
And
everybody
it's a
talk
lot.
about
And
you.
then, because once you, no disrespect to Kevin Gates, but once you respond to him, you basically saying anybody that say something, I can respond. I have to respond.
And
to.
then they're going to come out the woodwork because they want
Exactly.
the attention. You got an album coming out. You got a project coming out. You want to promote it. Again, this ain't about Kevin Gates. It's about LeBron saying,
Exactly.
I'm
And,
but he just said that
on the
didn't happen.
but and on the basketball side of things, I think when that Stephen A. shit happened, that the Lakers were pretty much locked in as a 3 seed. We in the playoffs, dog.
that's
We in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah,
dog.
yeah. I'm
It
focused
was
here.
he had nothing to do with that. Nigga wanted to fucking play Scully's on the side of that game where he did that. He could have did that. Well, ain't nothing on the line here. The Knicks was locked into the 3 seed with weeks left, and the niggas ain't. This a long season. We don't care about this shit. The playoff game, nigga. We don't. I see you over there. I see you with your girl. I see Brittany. Hey, but what do you want me to do?
right.
I'm gonna look stupid doing that here with you.
Yeah, for sure.
At least
I
with
agree.
the LeBron, the Stephen
Stephen
A.
A.
shit, we understand.
Like I
We
said,
understand.
he looked stupid. Well, not him, not stupid, but I don't even. If I'm him, I don't respond to. Me and my wife, we don't respond to you at all. You haven't earned that response from me.
Right.
Agreed.
You talking about Kevin Gates?
It's people.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
And I'm not. Again, it's nothing against Gates, but there's people that have said much worse. I don't gotta respond to everything out there.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Yeah, we have history here. There's something here. He
And they're
know
peers.
me. I know him.
They're both at the top of their field.
Exactly.
That are related.
See, the thing about me, it's such a credit to your character when you don't respond to anything. It's so much so that I don't discredit you when you do. Right? Like I like Kevin Durant on social media.
I love that shit.
Giving it up just raw and shit that we ain't supposed to see or read. I say the same thing about Meek. When niggas get on social media and get funny and say shit that a publicist should stop you from saying, I absolutely love it. Because that is
never liked that.
that is instinctual for most humans. So the guy that don't never do it, when he do it, it's like, I'm not going to fault you for it.
And see, I look at it the other way. The guy that has mastered the art of not doing it, for you to get him to do it means it's almost like a weakness to me.
But masters fuck up. They just fuck up less than the field.
I understand. I'm just telling you how I look at it. When the person, LeBron has been excellent at ignoring the bullshit. He's been Ray Charles to the bullshit forever. So what is it about you that got him to address you?
Before we leave this LeBron thing, friend of the show, Speedy from over there at Complex, sat down with Stephen A. Some of y'all have never met Speedy. He's funny.
He's funny.
He is funny.
He's like new nigga, young nigga energy, funny. So if you old and can't catch him being funny, it's funnier. I'm gonna play Stephen A. with Speedy asking him about fighting LeBron.
What would have happened if you would have swung on LeBron?
I know a lot of people think that, and I really didn't want to talk about it because I don't want to talk about him. But the bottom line is this. People can say I get my ass kicked. Fine, go ahead. Did you see who I walked in with?
I did.
He was 10 feet away. So whatever's going to happen would have had to happen quick. Because that brother right there, that is 330 plus.
Bottom line should be short and quick and fast.
Not to mention a whole bunch of other people.
Speedy's just laughing through this, but Steven continues.
I have very little to be worried about. Anybody can get got, and I'm fully aware of that. But one of the other things on a very, very serious note, everywhere I go, ESPN knows.
Listen to him.
Local police.
Yeah,
everything.
Oh, he got FBI.
He's just with
He
me.
didn't peep the
But
trick.
I'm always guarded.
Look.
Because I'm an investment. You got people out here that's got people protecting them, and they bringing in a little paper.
He sent them out.
A lot of money.
Listen.
So if people want to think that I'm just walking around and I don't have anybody around me, he's just my blood. That's like my brother right there.
Right. So you like, what you're saying is,
I'm always protected.
you like your odds.
I like my odds. Now, all I'm trying to say is that other people brought this up, and we're going to be real here. We're going to stop playing games with this particular subject.
Oh, shit.
It's not about LeBron. It's about anybody.
Right.
If somebody walked up to you and hit you going to do nothing?
No, you gotta defend yourself.
That's all I'm trying to say. I didn't say
it's
when.
It's just funny hearing it. You know,
yeah, I know that, but I'm going like this. Yeah, because I would have. Right. And the only reason I'm saying I would. The only reason. No, you haven't.
Why? I saw it.
You saw that sorry ass video from a decade ago with two strong rotator cuffs. But
seen
if you
that
want to
video.
think that's how I throw hands, it's okay.
So you saying
I'm not saying nothing.
Good answer.
Wait.
That's how you think I throw.
Choose wisely.
Right. That's all I said.
But you got him if you need.
I'm good. I don't have to fight at this particular moment in time. I think it's kind of pathetic that people look at me at age 57.
He's still going.
Not you, but I'm talking about people coming at me.
This is content gold.
I love podcasts.
I'm not 37 or 27.
Right.
I'm 50.
Right.
But now y'all want to step to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got it. Feel free. Do what you have to do. All I know is this. You know, again, and I've truly meant that. All my life I've been that.
He's still going.
I'm telling you that I'll kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you
crazy,
that
Joe.
I'm not going to sit by and let somebody
Sure.
just put their hands. Maybe the one exception might have been Mike Tyson in his heyday.
So one exception. Holyfield can still get it.
Mike, you got that, Mike.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, hell yes.
In 2005, you signed a 3-year deal at ESPN that paid you $1.3.
All right, that's
Yo, shout out to Speedy.
Yo,
That's the interview after my own heart, man.
Yo, Speedy has to stop.
He's out of
Choose
control.
wisely.
But you got it, though. You got it.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
sure. Nah, but Stephen had no idea what was going on.
No.
Man.
Nah.
And just gave it to
Flow
him.
with
too.
it. He made it funny.
Gave
Right.
it to him. Oh my Lord, that
What
was
is
funny.
it about these microphones? Even a professional
No,
You want to get
say
up
the right
It's
thing.
the way you
just-
talk,
you say the right
We
thing.
know how to get them,
Shout out
Paul.
to
Especially in
Stephen A,
insecurity.
man.
You hit somebody in an insecure spot, they're gonna keep talking.
Stephen A is a friend of the show.
For sure.
That's
For
my
sure.
brother.
For
I
sure.
love Stephen A.
Absolute legend.
Ain't nobody seen Max Kellerman in 7 years. Yo, talk about ending a nigga, boy. Yo, not enough. You can just end niggas and the world just continue. Nobody said, yo, what's up with Max?
Where's Max?
Nothing.
Finish. Yo, we liked Max.
Yeah, he was down. I love Max. He was great.
Max was great.
For years.
Yeah.
Nigga,
decade
Stephen
plus.
A got
Outta
that
here.
nigga buried somewhere. Damn, man. Max,
Come up here, nigga.
if you get in this podcast through a dusty speaker buried hundreds of feet underground,
On an iPhone 4.
yeah, now check us out, Max. Oh, Lord. All right. What else is going on? What else is going on out there?
Mark.
So I was thinking about falling off because I was thinking like people like Max Kellerman or whoever.
Don't do that's not right.
No, man, you just had him on an iPhone 4, dusty
That's my
speaker.
man. I fuck with Max, but
I love Max. Max and I shot a pilot
Fall
together.
off is-
That's my guy.
yo, you the most. You shot a pilot with
For
Max.
CNN. We supposed to have a show on CNN.
everybody.
You the most job looking for ass nigga. Sit down, man. Anyway,
But
Go ahead.
I don't know how to deal with this. R. Kelly
Oh, shit.
is currently performing birthday parties from jail. Yeah. Like he's literally calling in to people's birthday parties and singing songs.
Get to it, nigga.
That's right.
And I don't know how to feel about this. I mean,
does your birthday pass?
Yeah. Definitely want to happy people for my. No, it's like I respect prisoners' rights, and prisoners have a right to earn money as long as you're not earning.
You don't.
I wrote a book with somebody on death row. Like I mean, like we co-authored a book. Like I'm totally down with prisoners having
Percent he
rights.
got.
Huh?
What percent he got?
You asked a lot of questions.
Jerking
A lot of NDAs.
Jerking you records. Yo, that's his favorite book to write. You jail niggas?
What?
Yo, you get 4%, dog.
Yeah,
Keep
put some on
it
your
pushing.
books. Right. Frazier brokered the deal. It was good, man. It worked out.
Oh shit. Yo, you got. All right, man.
I'm kidding. I gave him 80% of it. I gave him 80% of it. 80%. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Niggas get on these
That's a
podcasts
lie.
like to lie.
80%.
Yo,
Just like
even-
Stephen A. would fight anybody but maybe Mike
that is a
Tyson.
bold-faced lie. W and me wouldn't even let you get this nigga 80%.
Ask the publisher.
No.
Ask Fox Sports.
No. What did we tell you? No, that's
We know
never
this
gonna
already.
happen.
We're not journalists.
Well, then you got to take.
All right, but go ahead.
So I respect their rights. You know, as long as you're not making money off of your crime, the Son of Sam law.
Right.
But it's also R. Kelly, and I find him deplorable and disgusting. And I hate that people want R. Kelly at their birthday party, and I hate that he can make money singing at people's birthday parties.
Who
How
said
do
he
you
making
book
money?
him?
Wait,
Yo,
hold
yo.
on. Who said he making money?
Yeah, hold on.
He got a cameo?
It's not.
Hey.
Fuck all that hate shit, niggas. R. Kelly, let him sing, man. He's
Ain't
already
hate.
under the jail. That's what I'm saying. He's already like, let him sing.
It
Let
is
him
hate.
get it on.
Answer my question
Yeah.
though. Who said he's making money?
What you think? That's you think he's just doing that out of boredom?
No, out of protection.
Oh, you think
Stay off my
Ice,
ass.
you always told us, Ice, enough, Ice.
What?
Niggas ain't fucking with Kels in there. They like Kels. Niggas grew up listening to Kels in there. Kels know how to talk. He a Chicago nigga. He know how to move and move around gangsters. We not gonna act like that. Let the man sing. Niggas already fucking took his shit over YouTube. Niggas took his shit. Well, Apple Music is still there, but it's not at the top. Let the nigga find a way to get something.
This is interesting here, the two sides of this. Y'all should have this debate. Flip is saying, yo, man, what more can you do to a
Yeah,
guy?
movie.
You already ended him. You took him out of here. He's locked up. He's under the ground. You took his fucking music royalties. He's done already. So if all he has is the payphone and
his voice.
a fan that wants to hear him, then why do you strip that?
I hear that. Again, legally, I don't want to take it from him. I hate that people want that. I'm more upset that people want R. Kelly at their party.
Yo, he's still R. Kelly though.
Yeah. Yo,
That-
Mark,
yeah,
what's, yo, Mark, let me talk about
And there's an older
Mark, man. Are you for us
generation
or
that don't
not,
give
yo?
a fuck about
Who is
that.
us?
Blacks.
People who pee on kids?
No, not that. You want to go deep. No, not people who pee on kids. At the end of the day, when do you receive enough punishment to you? What's your standards of okay, enough is enough?
didn't have
you
enough- you didn't- I'm
you
sorry,
a type of
Flip.
nigga you kick a door while you seem like you kick a nigga while he's down. You don't give a fuck. You will heel in tow and then go sing at his funeral, nigga, or land of the free at his funeral, nigga.
When we told you Mel wanted to work with Kevin Spacey, what was your position on that? Because you were silent.
Not being down with her.
I don't remember hearing that.
No, of course you didn't. Nigga.
But I think she shouldn't. I mean, I think she should. I think she'd be wrong.
No, it wasn't. I purposely brought that up while Mark was.
Was that? Hold up. Was it after 5 o'clock?
Nigga, you was over there, nigga.
I don't think so either.
Because after 5 o'clock, I didn't hear shit.
And shout out to Mel, but I'm just saying, you can never shit on somebody that want to work with greatness in spite of how sick the greatness
That's also
was.
a little more complicated.
Why?
Because
Kevin Spacey wasn't convicted of crimes.
right,
Got it.
Number
Got
one,
that. I understand.
and number two, being forced to work with creepy people in Hollywood is kind of like, or music or whatever, is kind of something you have to do. If she invited him to do a cameo at her birthday party, I'd be like, that's terrible and disgusting, right? Not just Mel, anybody, right? I don't have an issue with, again, people in prison making money. They should be. They're exploited. Even if you did the crime, you're still being exploited on some level. Again, I'm mad that we live in a society that is still celebrating R. Kelly. I'm watching this woman on the video crying and trembling like it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's weird. And I hate
But
this.
you take an opposite stance of, like, I've heard you say, I don't know, quote me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but if something, to her, it looks like if it didn't happen to me, I'm fine. I know that it's still R. Kelly. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to any of my family members. I still want to hear him. Have you said that before about something like?
No.
So so you take the stance of if you've done something, and even if we had a good relationship, I'm going to change my whole look on you. If you believe in something, my mother followed those same sentiments when it comes to voting for Trump or doing shit. Like she would go into this deep thought of not fucking with somebody. I think that's weird. She's not weird. I love her, but what I'm saying,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's more.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on, nigga. I can correct myself.
Wait, I wasn't trying to correct you. I was adding on.
Hold me down. I'm sorry.
There's more bad people than good causes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's more bad causes than good people, is what I meant. Right?
That's also true, yeah.
Like they say, if you're searching for something on the internet in the information age, you can find anything to support your argument.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same thing with humans.
Yeah.
There's people on the dark web right now doing all types of shit. There's a huge market for shit that in our normal society is
looked down on, frowned on.
and they're doing it. So I mean, there is somebody to serve. In America, all you got to do is start a business. They didn't say what your business need to be. If you start it, somebody is you're gonna find a customer. That's what I'm trying to say.
And people have a right to find it. I just hate that they do.
You hate it. But look at this. You said that you don't believe there should be any jails. Somebody will look at you that listens to you and look up to you and be like, Mark, that is very irresponsible to put that out there as a man who was for peace. You come off as you for peace.
No, and it's contradictory because if there's no
contradictory,
jails, then the nigga is free to go do birthday
That's what I'm
parties.
saying.
And again, I'm not saying he doesn't have a right to do it.
You're mad to people.
I'm mad. I'm saying we as a society shouldn't want that
You don't
to
like
be
the demand.
See, that's why I need you here. Like the demand of people. You understand me?
Yes, I get you.
Yes.
I understand.
Mark, we
It's a
can't
demand.
say that, Mark.
No, wait.
But I can bitch about it.
I ain't gonna let you do that.
That's all I'm doing.
We understand what you're saying too.
Yeah, we do.
You are just being dismissive of our response.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean you didn't comprehend. I meant he agrees with me.
Oh, okay. Got it,
Yeah.
got it.
No, I know y'all comprehend what I'm saying. I'm saying
In America, the sliders, if you great, they'll look the other way at your nasty shit.
Yeah.
And that's the history of this country.
But here's
What
what's wild to
have
me.
I said for the longest? If they love you,
He told him not to say nothing.
shut up.
And he
Shut up.
Did you get mad at
If they love you, yo, Mark. If they love you, you can do no wrong.
And that's what's fucked up to me.
And he's R. Kelly is. That's why I say he's still R. Kelly. There are people,
lots of people.
If he had a tour today, it would sell out.
Oh, of course it would be.
Now there will be people like, why y'all going to that shit? Why? How dare you?
And it'd have to be 100 feet from like a
it's
school.
Yeah, of course. It's other motherfuckers that's like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going.
And I hate
He's
that.
loved.
Because you know what fucks me up about this in our culture? If I had said to you that somebody who ratted on 10 drug dealers was calling in the birthday parties, and I said, fuck that, I hate people having these snitches call the birthday parties, you would agree with me. Right?
No.
Okay, well, maybe you wouldn't. A lot of people would.
Yeah, I would. Yes.
Is the snitch
I'm in the
in
middle.
question one of the most talented songwriters in the history of mankind? Because that's the asterisk that we ignore.
And also, let me ask you a
That's
question
what I'm
too,
trying to say.
real quick. Were you mad at the school for keep wanting Bill Cosby to speak?
Yes.
But you still participated.
How did I participate?
Meaning, were you on the same panels with him? And
No.
stuff like that?
I
And you still communicated with him?
I popped up at his panel.
But then you said
But
you were
I didn't want him there. But
you
I
said
worked. That's also my job.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
Nah, that's not right.
What?
you didn't get up and take a stance and leave the job. I'm not going to sit on this panel. You told us that you were on the same stage.
I went there to confront him at a break on his panel. I went there and sat next to him to talk to him to talk about resolving our beef.
So you didn't put the school on a ban list.
I worked there.
See,
Yeah,
and
but there's
that's
some
not
people.
right.
So hold
See,
on,
and
Mark,
that- and
because
that's where you lose me.
there's some people that they are principals outweigh. They'll leave the job. And
Yeah,
I can't even work here
And I
if
feel like-
y'all are signing.
But
if
these are
y'all are
apples and
co-signing
oranges.
that.
My issue isn't people engaging him. My issue is people celebrating him.
He said that he repeated himself. You're right.
It's a celebration of him. Having him at your birthday party as the honored guest is different than having a conversation with him or criticizing him or even talking to him. Shit, it's even different than just playing his music at the party.
Mark, I'm not going to let you do that.
He wasn't an honored guest.
Hold
though.
up for a
That
minute.
nigga made
Hold
that
up.
shit happen.
Freeze on speakerphone. They could put an aux cord in at least.
That's the part I'm not going to let him do.
Yeah, no.
The woman, the auntie that's booking R. Kelly to sing happy birthday or do whatever over the phone from jail is not celebrating him more than the fucking academic institution that is putting him on the panel to speak to an audience. That's not true.
But I'm saying the academic institution is 100% wrong. I think they're worse than the auntie.
But you don't boycott them because you work there.
I didn't boycott my job. No, I didn't quit my job so that the billionaire who's being wrongfully promoted at this event can have a spotlight. Oh, no.
So to you, they are what's the word I'm looking for? To you, they are.
So it shouldn't be a double standard when
Double
one
standards,
side
Is this a joke?
supports something, even if it's as minuscule as a birthday party, versus another side, a different side, having somebody be a speaker there. It shouldn't be that double standard is what I'm saying.
I hear you. All I'm saying is I don't think it's a double standard. I wasn't asking the school to even boycott Bill Cosby. I was just asking him not to celebrate him. Similarly, I'm not asking the woman to boycott R. Kelly. I'm just saying let's not make videos and distribute him surprising somebody at a birthday party because that just encourages more people to buy into the R. Kelly industrial complex. And I don't want that shit.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
So you were disappointed in the school having him, but not disappointed enough to quit. Because
Right.
that just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, this is what makes sense. And all boycotts, strategically as an activist, as an organizer, you don't always go to the end. Everybody can't
That's
quit
true.
every job. You can't.
Yeah,
You
of
don't
course.
boycott every company every time they do something you don't like. You don't. I mean, that's just not strategic. But
But there are caveats. You're saying
yeah,
to the situation.
And it just seems like when it comes to the shit R. Kelly's accused of, we find a way, not us in this room, but people who just broadly in America, we find a way to justify or look the other way. But there's other shit we don't.
Do you put R. Kelly and Bill on the same scale, in your opinion?
Yeah. And I think they should be treated the same way. And frankly, if R. Kelly were on tape with a bunch of little boys, I don't think people would be having him at their birthday party. Right? There's certain things we like, that's too far. And it's somewhat arbitrary to me sometimes. That's all. But look, if you want R. Kelly at your party, you have a right to
So
do
you're
it.
saying because it's girls, they do treat it differently?
I want people not to want that. That's all. I want better for us.
And we shouldn't say that so matter-of-factly because there might be boys out there.
Yeah, I said if he was known, I should say if he was known for that. If that was his.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just want to be
You put a lot of stock in people, dog.
For sure.
He do.
For sure.
You putting a lot of stock in people. Honestly, I think if it was
real.
it was him with boys on tapes or whatever, there's going to be a group that's R. Kelly. He made these records that define the prime years of some folk life, and if they could get him to perform them records for them, they gonna want to hear him.
Hey, let me give you something. Let me tell you something. I fell out with somebody because of that, right? They had the same sentiments as you, like, yo. And then Lovely said that she compares R. Kelly, pedophile protectors, and Trump supporters the same, right? And that's what she was saying, right? But I got mad at her.
I think that's too far.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But I got mad at her because we were saying that, we enjoy R. Kelly music. A lot of us grew up to it, and we're not judging the man. I mean, we're judging the man, but we're separating the two. I Believe I Can Fly. These certain songs are part of your graduation, is a part of your livelihood. You grew up listening to it. Your family listened to it, so it becomes a part of your life to some of us.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
She was so passionate about, it's over, that she resulted, in my opinion, to insulting us. And I felt like, you don't got to do that. You're my friend.
A lot of people do that.
Regardless.
I think a lot of people
take-
just also disconnect like celebrities as human beings almost. Yeah, I'm not sure that they even look at him like that.
And that's real. I mean, it's like I said, it's there's no right answers here. I just was a little disappointed, and also I didn't know how much. Lastly, how much do you charge for that? How much would you pay for that?
How much ramen costs?
You got a honey bun.
All right.
What?
Get us out of there, man.
We done.
Yeah, we done.
Yo, just say hi to the nigga.
Yo,
Are you crazy?
All right,
phone.
man. God, I said get us out of there. I told y'all to get us out of
We
there.
should have been out of there. Yeah, you're right. Well, write it down. No, you ain't getting me. Fuck y'all. Write it down.
For any stretch.
Yeah, man.
I had to give.
When it's too mature for too long, I just got to do that.
I know.
I just got to do that.
I know. I know.
All right. So what else is there? And listen, great show so far. Really great show.
Great show.
Don't start this shit.
Just
with,
moving smoothly.
This is
Just
the
say
team.
great show and let
This
it
is the
go.
one.
Let
Yeah,
it
don't
go.
start
Don't
that
even-
shit.
don't
We
even-
know where you going. Niggas is tired of you
I'm
doing
not
that,
going
nigga.
anywhere.
Every team can't be the greatest,
I'm
nigga.
not going
Stop doing
anywhere.
that. Stop trying to soothe in the moment.
Actually, that's some pussy shit that you do because you do that, putting it on me when
No,
you
you
trying to
do
say
that pussy shit, nigga.
I'm just saying it's
I've been
a good
watching you
show.
do it all day, nigga. I went home when I was sick. I watched you do it all day. Even when I came in, oh damn, I'm so happy. Man, shut your ass up, man. Stop trying to soothe niggas and big niggas up to get your shit off. We good. We know where we at, nigga. Just keep the show going. You always doing that, trying to big some shit up. Oh my God, yo, you here? Oh, without you today. Oh my God, nigga. Even though we had a good day, Ish killed it today, but we miss. I don't need to hear none of that, nigga.
We did miss you though. We did miss you.
I don't give a fuck
We
about
did.
that. I came here to work. Yo, don't sit here. You know, because I'm going to look at you. It's just something about you when you sit above. It's you shine bright in the middle. Niggas,
Black men
no.
just have a real problem with compliments.
Your compliments is
Black
backhanded.
men have a real
You got a
problem.
lot of, you don't think, you got a,
Well, that's true too.
You backhanded king. You know that, right?
No, I think that people receive me wrong often.
Joe, it's not true. We watch you. We
People-
watch you get backhanded compliments.
I'm just saying I think that people receive me wrong often, and I do backhanded compliments. But two things can be true.
I think that's right. I get that a lot.
You get backhanded compliments as well? Yeah,
No,
you
no,
do
no.
some bullshit,
People
too.
read me wrong. People think I'm being sarcastic or snarky or petty and I'm just asking a sincere question. 'cause I
But
don't
then
know the answer.
sometimes
But
when
you do be
when-
sarcastic,
Yeah, and then when we
snarky,
think
and
you're not
petty
being
a lot.
Well,
sarcastic.
that's true.
That's
too.
again,
Two things
that's
can be true.
that's my
Lamar,
point.
When we
That's a
think
lot,
you,
though.
when we think
No,
you
not
got-
a lot. More. Y'all give me too much credit. Sometimes I'm just like a space cadet. Like I
When
really
we
won't
think
remember
you're
something.
not being sarcastic and we go back and be like, oh, that nigga said some slick shit. Wait, hold on, what?
No, Mark-
They catch you.
Mark come in
Flip,
here
it hit you when you
and
get
fire
home.
us.
You be like, yo,
They don't hit me. Nigga, they catch you. I'm like, wait, he said that? And I go, the people catch you.
A lot of
you
that is
saying the
editing.
slickest
A
shit
lot of
I
that
know.
is editing and misunderstanding.
Nah, you trying to Alan Parks now.
No. I'm just saying. Sometimes like the context gets left out, and they think I'm clowning, and I'm not.
Oh, please.
Still, I'm gonna say this in
You and
closing.
Joe,
Still,
two
one
peas
of
in the
my
pod.
favorite Mark clips is him telling us, all of us, and us sharing in the same shock that he tore his rotator cuff by carrying us.
Yes.
And just looking at the room, me too. I was like,
oh shit.
But that's not. That's not.
Oh shit.
oh shit, oh
What
word.
you talking to?
That's
All
crazy,
right.
huh?
That's like in slap boxing when a nigga connects with
Oh, you for real?
Oh, we can play like that.
When he slapped the shit out, he catch you.
You know what?
Oh, say less.
I gotta tell you, I felt. This is full disclosure. I felt awful about that to the
No,
next
please.
No, no.
I love that. I loved it.
I felt awful about it. I really did. I felt really bad from the moment I said it. I was like, "Ooh, that was too far." And then Ian called me the next morning. This is how bad it was. I didn't sleep that night about it.
Oh, knock it off.
See,
All right,
don't
what I'm
worry
saying?
about it.
See what I'm saying, right?
Don't worry about it, big dog.
No.
See what I'm saying, right?
So
I
what
got
Ian, what Ian called you and said? Not about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, no. All right. Ian thought it was funny. Ian called to tell me he thought it was funny.
Of course he did.
Of course.
And I was like,
that's
nah,
his
Ian.
bag.
I
I
was
thought
like,
it
that
was
wasn't funny. Actually, I didn't. I really didn't. I'm not even. I swear to you, I felt awful. I want to apologize to y'all about it.
How
but I
about
don't-
that? Can I ask you a question?
But I don't want to make a thing about it.
No, we were fine.
Who's the doctor they told you to go see?
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, shit.
Yo.
Wait, the third one? Nigga, I slap fire out your nigga from here, nigga.
We already had that one.
Get up, nigga.
No, that's old.
Third one, boy.
That's old. It's two.
It was always two.
It's just two.
That's the second one, Flip.
It's just two,
Shit,
man.
shade room, nigga. I'm going to the next. Shady.
Yeah, wait. I want to address that too because you keep. I see what you're doing.
You know.
Just for the record,
That's my girl. I don't give a fuck.
because you like to feed the Clippers out there. Mel is not suspended.
I know she's not.
Okay, just so we
I
clear.
know she's not suspended.
Mel
we
is
know,
chilling.
yeah, yes, we
Mel
know.
is chilling. She's all right. She's
shout out to
good.
Mel.
She is not suspended.
She's gonna curse me out when she watches the last page.
I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to stop y'all's AdSense check like Cook. But
They be making whole storylines.
I know,
Nigga.
but I like that they do that, so I don't ever want to step on them.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, just to the
That's
people.
why I gotta just ignore it. They
Hey,
go way so far. I'm like, where did y'all come up with this shit from?
Yeah,
I play
I be hating
around
that shit.
I play around a lot.
Yeah, but it could be
like
the
that
other
with
way.
Mel. Shout out to Mel.
It could be a tree dropping in the woods and nobody ever hears it.
That's true too.
Well, that's what
Sure
Ian
indeed.
explained to me. That's why I don't. Y'all got it. Salute. I just salute everybody now.
Yeah, having an audience is the blessing. Now, who that audience is out of your control.
Exactly.
Once the door is open, then whoever
Nothing you
comes to the
can
show is at the show. Nigga, they start banging,
Yeah.
they start banging.
Yeah, she's not suspended. No, but we can't crack jokes. It's there. Like she'll crack jokes. It's there too. Nigga, if the door open, she'll walk right through it. Hey, what is this?
She been sending some shots.
Yeah. Not to you.
Oh, she been sending me shots the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, nigga, because you getting too comfortable, nigga. You forgot to play. When you come up here, nigga, when it come to me, shut the fuck up and hold me down.
hold me down,
You went from
defend me.
holding her down to after that basketball game.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, he had to try to look neutral, right? Hey, oh my Lord.
I don't even really know it like that.
On gang.
Yo, Mark, you an ill nigga, Mark. Shout out to Mel, man. We miss you. I know you gonna watch the Patreon curse me out. I'm waiting for a text.
Mel, we miss you. Ish, we miss you.
We miss you, Ish.
Both of y'all as well, and we doing our best to hold it down in you guys' absence.
Yeah, and just let you know, you're gonna see behind the scenes. You talking about? Asked about the new chairs. He like, yo, some of you niggas may not be here 8 minutes, nigga. Start checking your calendars.
Yeah, because I figure we should get new couches because these shits is dirty. And
You gonna get darker ones,
we
Joe?
could do
Yeah,
that
maybe some leather or something, yeah.
Yeah.
We could do that now that Mark has fucking really raised the amount of audience that we get per month. So we're gonna look at some new couches.
He said the same shit to me before. Look.
We
Look at
did
your
before.
man. Look at your
You
man.
did before.
Look at your man.
He said you did before.
You did before. You did for that 1 month.
Oh, you
You did for that little 1 month.
Chill.
What y'all want to talk about? What else we got?
We talk about no music or nothing music related.
No, I didn't see no music. Nothing music.
Couple
There's no
drops
music.
came out.
Come on, Freeze.
That Woo album came out.
I didn't even know about it until y'all said it.
Yeah, that's y'all
Pre-prod.
back. Y'all
I
hear it?
downloaded it. I'm excited.
What's it called again?
I'll tell you
Black.
in 1 second.
What's it called? Black something?
Look at y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all the wolf.
Black Samson.
I would
the
say
bad. Black Samson.
Just
Yeah.
punch me.
I've listened like 3.
Y'all do it.
Learned you right.
Quick. Real quick.
I mean, there's another side, but nothing for it.
Not worth it. Not even worth it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I got
my
you. I
point
got you.
about. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Go on.
Fair
Get
enough.
out of there. So y'all didn't hear it at all.
I didn't hear shit.
I'm only 3 tracks in. The Benny the Butcher joint is dope. It's a couple tracks on there. Method Man gets busy. I mean, nobody raps better than Method Man on this.
Meth's been in his bag.
Yeah.
About
For the Woo members,
Couple years
he's been
now.
killing it for the last
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah, it's fire. But I haven't gotten through the whole thing. That's the only thing new that I've even been trying to listen to.
It's been light. I'm not gonna lie. I got Ray Vaughn's.
I got it. I didn't get to listen to Ray Vaughan
I listened
yet.
to a couple of the
I can't wait
records.
to listen to that though.
Yeah.
So DaBaby did the I think it was the On the Radar freestyle,
Okay.
excuse me, and he did the Squabble Up beat.
Okay.
Absolutely smoked it. Absolutely smoked it. And when he did it, I was like, damn, yo, I would love it if he did like a Jackin' for Beats tape.
Okay.
We just said, fuck it, I'm going over beats. Because when he gets in freestyle mode,
He be killing them
it's
shits.
it's next level.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, yesterday at noon, he took it back to mixtape. Dropped an exclusive mixtape with live mixtapes.
Absolutely love it.
Wow.
It's called, let's get the name of this. It is called Please Say DaBaby. And
Okay.
it's all freestyles. It's 15 tracks. He did the Sky's the Limit beat, Tweaker, Nokia, Squabble Up, did some R&B joints.
It's about time someone did this shit, man.
Yeah, like,
That's fire.
Yeah.
and because, again, mixtape, so I can touch these beats that I don't have to clear, I don't have to do all of that.
Right.
It's not on streaming.
Right.
I did, excuse me, I did a quick scan through. he absolutely was smoking these beats. So I'm excited. I love when DaBaby raps.
Yeah,
and he's another one that fight through the fall, fight through the adversity, fight through the fall
he's
off.
been fighting.
Was way at the top.
He was.
And never gave up, just kept putting out records, kept working.
He successfully did that shit. He did it.
Yeah, because he was cleaning his act, though. Don't say he was cleaning his act up in the process. Like,
That's part of the process.
Yeah,
That's part.
yeah, staying out of trouble and shit like that. That last Walmart shit, and then he just, yeah.
So I just salute to him.
Salute.
Check it out if y'all get a chance. It is a really, really good, and it's just a good feel for those of us who love the mixtape era.
For sure, and I do.
Is any music coming out on the horizon that we can expect? I know you always get the surprises. There could be a surprise Hove album, a surprise so. But is there anything on the horizon other than Wayne, obviously? And I know we got to talk about him coming to MSG. Like, is there anything that y'all expecting?
Thug's album, which is I want to say next week or two. It's very coming up very soon.
Okay.
He did drop a single today, him and Future.
Yep.
I saw that. Yeah.
I saw the video. It reminded me of Otis.
Okay, I didn't see the video.
How
lighting shit on fire, breaking shit.
Nah, remember how in the Otis video, Hove and Ye they stripped down the Maybach and they did the same thing with the Urus.
Okay.
And they driving crazy with the girls in the car. So it reminded me of that. The song it has a beat flip through the middle of it. Cool record.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
This is the second Thug verse that I've heard since he's been home. The first one being Dumb Dumb and Dumber on Lil Baby's album. I'm pleased. I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I don't hate it. So I am looking forward to the album. He's in full rollout mode of the album.
Did it feel like it was directed at Gunna a little bit?
I think people are going to reach and make anything directed at Gunna.
Okay.
Like he's talking very general.
Yeah, okay.
There was a lot of rats.
There was.
So I don't say this is at Gunna.
Gotcha.
You got to come out and
Well, I
let
think
me
the
know
part
you talk about Gunna.
I got to be friends with you or something like that was the line.
That could go with a couple folk.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not. I know we're reaching to connect that dot, and I think he knows we're reaching to connect that dot, so he can be very vague, and they're just going to run with it regardless.
Gotcha. Yeah, the record was cool. I wasn't blown away, but I like it.
Is there? This is the least surprising news I think for me in R&B anyway. Ari Lennox, leaving Dreamville. It feels like it's worth mentioning. Obviously, there were rumors. We talked about the possibility of it, but now that it's happening, what does that mean?
Because you definitely in Shea Butter Twitter too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm in that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you did your numbers in Shea Butter Twitter.
No comment. No comment.
What'd you think of that? What'd you think of that?
Yeah.
Which part?
You did your numbers in that Shea Butter Twitter now.
I can't remember. It's been so long in the past.
Yeah, that's true.
But you were a prominent member.
I was all up in Shea Butter. I was the original founding member of Shea Butter Twitter.
I know. You found a lot. There was a lot of founding.
Black soap, Shea Butter.
That boy.
Those were the days.
Oh my Lord!
Remember, you ever come down to the Black Lily in Philly back when they used to do 5 Spot? That's when everybody be down there. All with the height of neo soul.
I think I came to
A lot
one.
of cool hats.
I think I came to one.
Yeah.
A lot of knit going on.
A lot of crochet. Yo,
There's a lot of other stuff going on.
well, that's what I was about to say. That's the thing people didn't understand. People thought it was never politically conscious. It was like culturally
Nah, that
conscious.
shit was Freaknik. I mean,
it was yes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Shit used to be wild.
Yeah.
Incense and Freaknik.
Nigga.
But I'll let you do the
Yeah,
Ari Lennox
rock out.
also.
But back to Ari Lennox, unrelated to the previous
Of course.
digression.
Of course.
She's left Dreamville. She just put out a single, obviously, a couple weeks ago. It seemed like she was moving down an independent path, but now it's done. What does that mean for Dreamville? What does that mean for her?
I mean, it looks like everybody's happy with they split. So she was clearly unhappy at the label. When you ask to get off the label, you get your freedom. Now it's on you to do what you do. I don't think it means nothing bad for her. Like, now you got your control. You're away from this label. She's still with she's still with Interscope though.
Is that Cole?
Yes.
Cole's girlfriend
Yeah.
too?
Is that wait,
No.
no, it's not his girl.
Just on the
Dreamville is
label.
just his label.
We got this segment.
Is that the girl that dissed you? I actually
The one accurate fact.
Which time? Yeah, nigga.
He tricked me.
Yeah. It was a trap.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But there's no beef on my end. There's no beef on my end.
Oh, you ready to squash
Shout
it
out
too?
to Ari Lennox.
Give her your blessings and stuff.
If you heard the earlier part of the pod,
I did,
I want to
but
squash
I
it
want you
with
to-
anybody
I want
that
you to
has a
reiterate.
beef with Joe Budden. I don't
There you
have
go.
a problem.
Talk to the camera, invite her up here, and there you go.
No. But
And
I
we
don't
gotta
have
talk about
any
that
beef
too,
with it.
about inviting people if you wanted to get into that topic, hopefully on Patreon or here.
Exactly.
No, we got to get into that.
That's a good topic.
People that we'll save it for later.
Yeah,
Let's just say,
we should.
Yeah.
But I don't have a beef with Ari.
For Ari Lennox, it seems like she's doing well. I mean, she got a Jermaine Dupri, Brian Michael Cox record out now, so
Shout
I
out
don't
to
think
Ari.
that her leaving
Which I like.
Dreamville is the worst thing in the world for her.
And in terms of Dreamville, because I see artists who have their labels, and it seems like at some point when the artists leave, is it a label anymore? And I'm not saying that about Dreamville. I don't know enough to know what their kind of path is, but I'm wondering like if the marquee artists leave and it just becomes like your label and it's just you. That seems to happen a lot these
What
days.
you
It's
mean?
not.
Just you-
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not saying it's about Dreamville. I'm
Okay.
just saying if is this a path that artists are going to be leaving?
Well, if it's just you, then you still have your own label, right? You just signed to your label.
It's not just you. Over
yeah,
there.
that's not a criticism.
She wasn't the marquee artist over there.
No, I know. I'm saying, I'm asking. I'm sorry, I'm not being clear. I'm asking two different questions. One, is this a path of artists leaving Dreamville?
No, I don't think so.
It doesn't seem that way.
doesn't seem
Okay.
To be honest, Ari was always a weird fit for Dreamville.
Agreed.
Yes.
Dreamville ain't known for the R&B
Right.
songstress
Spitters.
and cultivating that. Yeah, the niggas is rapping over there.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I'm sure there was an internal struggle there. How this info has been dispersed says that both sides wanted to kind of
Yeah.
She wanted to be.
Yeah.
It sounded like she wanted to get away.
They were
And
happy
they
to
wanted to
oblige.
get her away.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where the truth is in the lie. And when they put the lie on Front Street, being both sides left happy, well, yeah, that's true, but that's where it is. It's in
Got
there.
it. Understood.
It's the details. The devil is in the details.
Right, and it's
Or
about
lack
that.
of.
Gotcha. And it's about that relationship because I've seen situations where one person leaving is a sign, and within a year, like 2 or 3 more artists go, and by the time and it starts to whittle down. But y'all saying this ain't it? So
Yeah,
that's good
I don't.
to know.
I don't see that happening there.
Good. Good.
In
Good.
that,
Good.
in
Good.
that
Good.
sense,
Good. Good.
they got.
I would be stepping to Ari like the Jets stepped to fucking Aaron Rodgers. I'd be like, yo, do you want to make music? And if the answer is yes, then full steam ahead. Because she's had disparaging remarks about wanting to continue a career. Not just her, but a few people in R&B have had just remarks about continuing their career under this current construct. So, but if she wants to make music, great. Good luck to her.
Right. Because she's very talented.
For sure.
I love her
She's super
voice.
duper
Absolutely.
talented.
She is. She is.
It just wasn't
really
the right
good
fit,
music.
and sometimes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
True.
Like we have a look, we have a direction. We go over here, and if you don't fit that, or you want to do this, let's find a way to.
And you know, with all due respect to anyone that she's worked with previously, I love her and Jasmine Sullivan's collaborations. But if you're an R&B songstress and you're not liking how things are going, and then you can get with Brian Michael Cox for unlimited hours, you'll probably want to leave your previous situation.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
That's real.
And if you're running a rap label and you're one of the top tier rap artists in the world, and there's someone that's just
Yeah.
giving you a little bit of a, you know, you're
Yeah.
probably happy to.
Everybody looks like they won
Everybody
here.
wins.
That's it.
Everybody wins.
So salute to all of them.
Indeed.
Wishing them all the best.
Yeah, nice.
And I spoke to niggas back when that J. Cole apology popped out. Some people were worried about how that may reflect on them. I'm not saying Ari is one of them, but if I'm on the label and the label head is going through something like that, yeah, I reserve the right to think about it.
Sure.
That's all. Yo, this crew, when it comes to breaking down these topics, anyway, man, y'all are killing. Y'all are killing. I feel so much more informed than I did before we sat here. What else do I need to be informed about?
Also, in music announcements, Wayne announced that he is doing an MSG show.
You niggas are waning me to death before I hear enough songs. I
Hey,
ain't gonna lie
listen,
to you. This is the podcast.
I like this though. I like this personally. I know Wayne's history with New York City. Wayne, he was like he was never coming back to New York. I know he.
Wayne hates New York.
I know he did an Apollo show.
He hates New York.
But he hates New York, and
Drake hates
reasons.
New York.
A lot of
Young
these niggas hate
Money
New
is
York.
responsible for New York losing some of its cachet last decade in terms of artists wanting to stop by
Hot take.
here. I don't think it's a hot take at all. They both are on record saying it. Drake is on record saying, yo, regardless of what y'all think as an artist, you do not need to go to New York to sell a record.
And he's
on record saying that. Lil Wayne is on record saying, yo, fuck New York. Them niggas locked me up with a gun on some bullshit while I was the biggest rapper in the world. I hate New York. They both said that.
Him and Birdman literally said, we're never going back to New York.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, but glad it's changed.
And yeah, it's changed. And again, it's Madison Square Garden. Yeah. You know, no disrespect. Wayne ain't go to Barclay.
Well, me and Fifth was at that night. Me and Fifth was up in there chilling.
Fifth and you was there. Let's put it in order.
Me and Fifth was in there chilling, watching
Fat Joe
the game.
too. And Fat Joe.
And Fat Joe was there that night.
Fifth and Fat Joe.
All the stars.
I ain't see your name on the screen when they were showing the celebrities. I didn't see. I saw you in the backtrack.
All the stars was out. You know, sometimes the playoff games separate from the NBA openers, where you might see a Mark and Ish together.
Oh shit!
You might see a Mark. You might see a Mark and Ish take the drive, and
well, they can see us because we were in the front row.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, behind the scores table.
Nah.
Behind the scores
next
table.
to the basket.
Those seats come down a couple dollars.
You was behind Carrot Top. You was sitting behind.
Oh shit! God damn!
Nigga, I was next to Thibodeau. Nigga, watch your mouth.
Carrot Top. God damn.
Yo, Carrot Top.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy.
No way.
What was we talking about?
I'm trying to play my man, yo.
It's my Wayne shit.
MSG, being allowed to MSG.
Listen. Brand new Coco Jones in your phone and on DSPs right now, man. Hey, what else? Anyway, brand new Coco Jones in your phone and on DSPs right this second. This record is called On Sight. This is not an ad. RCA hasn't given me a dime ever. We should change that, RCA. Anyway, Coco Jones shit, I've only heard it one time, but it's heat on there.
That shit's it's a new project.
It's absolutely, yes.
I thought we were sleepers.
No.
I thought we were sleepers. That's how,
I thought it was a song.
Hey, y'all dying to go home. Nigga.
No.
We got mad more topics to get to.
No, we're not.
Yo, we got way more topics to get to,
Yo,
y'all.
you
hey, don't touch that dial. Nigga said, I thought we was at sleep.
We all went to our phone like,
I'm on my sleep like, oh shit.
No, Coco Jones has a new album and it's out now, and I was just playing a joint off it because I fuck with her.
No, I fuck with her.
Even though my sleeper will probably come from that same album. Destin Conrad album in your phone as well. I only heard half of it. It sounds like heat. That's just my R&B update for you guys. Coco Jones, Destin Conrad this weekend.
I think Salt dropped something too. I listened to Salt.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let me double check and make sure that wasn't some old shit that I just stumbled upon.
Hey.
It was what we're used to, you know what I mean?
Crazy,
Bobby.
Nigga thought we was at sleepers. You thought you was about to
We
be
all
outside
was like,
by 5 p.m.
Nigga, I was texting, right?
I was texting Shaggy.
I'm like,
Yeah, this was due. April 19th.
Texting Shaggy
I
again.
fuck with you too. Shout out to Shaggy.
I love Shaggy.
Yeah, fuck with
I saw you doing his lyrics on the
Yeah,
internet.
they said your name and shit. The lady said your name. I'm like, yo, don't. I even said it in the video. It's about to drop today. I'm not Flip from that. I'm QueenzFlip. Told her directly.
Well,
well, now they know you. Like
Pat
you was
introduced
Flip
me.
from
Oh,
that,
yo,
but-
he's one of Joe Budden's co-hosts. Nah, I'm QueenzFlip. Like he know me, miss. He know me. They telling you who this man is. Don't compare me, yo, because he's gonna use it.
But you are Joe Budden co-host.
from the Joe Budden podcast.
No, I'm not. I'm
you are, but that's how they've heard of you.
And I'm on the Joe Budden podcast, not from.
Did you not mention JBP when you tried to get into that show last week?
No.
Oh, that's
Maybe you should have mentioned
It's an ego thing with him and I. Like it's a power thing. Like
that's why you stayed outside.
That's why he was right.
He fuck with me. Y'all
That's
understand? Yeah.
why he,
Who's winning?
That's why he was bogling from the parking
Who's
lot.
winning? The ego war.
He did the slick shit again. Hold
Your
on.
man said you was bogling in the parking lot.
No. I wasn't bogling in the parking lot, but I was in the parking lot though.
I think I'm at Barclays Saturday.
Who's winning the ego battle? I'm winning now. He was winning. He was destroying me, nigga. Sonic. But I'm back. He was bodying me, nigga.
All right, just so you know, I am not competing.
You
with
started it. You told me you are. You started it. Yo, this power struggle, ego battle, I'm going to come out. You told me this. I didn't even think that of it. You set the premise.
Well, that's because you work here. So the level of resistance you were offering was unacceptable to me, and I have to find alternative ways to teach that to you.
I still ain't learned.
I know.
I still ain't learned.
I know, because you don't like that.
I love this.
He hated that.
He don't like that.
He ain't like that. He don't like that shit.
He
at
don't give
all.
a fuck.
Flip don't fuck with that.
Rich is rambunctious.
No,
Rebellious.
No.
All of the R words if you spell rambunctious with an R. I don't know how you spell shit.
All the R words. Don't point at him, nigga. Like what? R-E? Watch your fucking mouth. That's R.
That was crazy.
Don't point.
That
Watch
was
yourself,
crazy.
nigga. I know there's some slick little
no.
undertone to your
All
little
the R
points.
words?
He said R word and I pointed. I wasn't thinking about you.
What's the other R word? What? Name some more.
I said rambunctious and rebellious.
And then you said all the R
All the
words.
R words.
What's another one?
I don't know. That was the end of mine.
All right.
I'm missing whatever joke y'all are
They
saying.
they thought you were calling him a tard.
Yeah,
No,
no.
oh, no.
That's what you were saying.
I wasn't even thinking
I
about
wouldn't
that.
do that.
I haven't thought that since
I don't.
You ever thought that since when?
since earlier in the show when you said you listened to the book of Malcolm X after I gave it to you.
No, I listened to the audio book. You knew I listened to it because I told
that's,
you.
that's the only time I thought maybe because
You
I handed you a
followed
physical
around?
book.
So
So,
yeah, you had me, huh?
You followed, like you had it reading to you while you scanned
Nah,
the
nah.
word?
Hey,
That's what I was talking with his finger on the word. That's why.
Hey, you know what's so funny about y'all niggas?
What?
You're not you. You're not a nigga. But maybe you are. Listen, you know what's so funny about y'all? You should be ashamed of yourself, Doc. You
I
should
am.
be ashamed trying to highlight somebody who you be calling me the R word. and all
I
that
didn't
stuff.
call you. You brought the
should
R
be
word.
ashamed. You should be ashamed
Mark
of yourself.
uses his wisdom for
Yeah,
evil.
you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be
Sometimes,
wanting
for
to
sure.
teach, wanting to
I do.
come
That's
together,
why I gave you the
want
book.
to
That's
help.
why I gave you the
inspire.
book.
You don't
Heal-
inspire
heal
me,
the
nigga.
grass.
No, you don't inspire me. That's good. You insult. You insult like a nigga that got picked on his whole life.
No.
And I don't think that's the case.
I'm not, bro. I wasn't even thinking about you being brought that up.
No, your man did. I didn't bring
He
that
didn't
up,
think
nigga.
about you being brought up. I thought you were till you said the.
The more you say it, the more we have to edit it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
thank you.
Nobody
I ain't
thought
gonna
that you
hold
were those
You
things.
can't do that because I thought the same
Yeah.
thing flipped though.
But he
When
can't
said,
say that.
When he said all the R words.
Hey, yo, Mark, you know what's so crazy? Yo, Mark,
I had such deep admiration for you. That's the funny part.
Yo, let's sit at the table, man. I got to teach you a couple of things, yo.
Sure.
I can teach you, bro.
I know you
This
can.
R word. I
Don't
can
DM
teach you.
Shannon Sharpe. Oh.
You do shit for Come on, I'm flip, man. Watch how you talk.
I wasn't
Mark.
even
love you,
thinking
man.
about. I
Stop.
love you too, bro. I wasn't thinking about
Let's
clowning,
give
man.
you
Yeah.
But why is it bad if somebody knows you as a co-host from the Joe Budden podcast?
Because I'm still QueenzFlip. I walked in the building as QueenzFlip. I was just surprised. Shout out to Miss Pat up there at Sirius when she introduced me. It's on video. I looked at her like, this is one of Joe Budden's co-hosts. It's Flip, not even QueenzFlip. Girl,
Yeah,
I'm
but
like
it's
QueenzFlip.
5 million.
But that's
listeners
how
a
they
week.
know you.
No,
That's
hey,
a good thing.
I didn't get in the building like that.
We're not saying that. But we saying that's how a lot of
But
people.
now they don't call
Yo,
security.
A lot of people
look,
don't know. Hey, watch your
Flip,
fucking mouth.
Flip, listen. And I'm not trying to shoot.
Watch your mouth.
Listen to what I'm saying though. Let's say your reach was here. And then see, I didn't do that. And then getting on this platform took your reach here. So there's a gap of people that might only know you from the Joe Budden podcast.
Hey, yo, but let me share something.
Do you agree with that?
No.
Okay.
If my reach is here, and Joe brought me up here, cool. I understand that, right?
You're welcome.
Thank you. But nigga, here didn't stop. All here did was grow, nigga, while I'm here, nigga. I came with my own fucking enterprise, nigga. Watch your fucking mouth. when you
Everybody
talk
know
to me.
that, though.
No, we're not-
Nah,
I'm not trying
fuck
to-
you, nigga.
Nah, man,
You know who you
down
are.
the streets
nigga.
know.
You know who you are. And
Now,
I-
you
this-
interview Alpo.
Look what he playing,
Huh?
bro.
You said what?
You interviewed Alpo, yo.
Watch your
Bro,
fucking mouth.
Bro, you know who you are. This isn't a joke, so don't take it the wrong way. You like Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill was a star on his own. Then he joined New Edition. He don't be like, I'm not Johnny Gill from New Edition. And now he made other shit after New Edition, and he's a bigger star.
And
but he's
there,
still
and
New
there was
Edition.
the other Johnny Gill rumors.
Yeah.
And I knew that's
I know
why.
it. See? That's
I got a big ego.
Well,
Hey,
You my man.
hey.
Yes. I was just shocked she did that because it's something between him and I.
I know.
It just-
And you know her doing that is gonna lead to him feeling
Exactly. That's all.
I know.
When she introduced me, I'm like, the first time that happened in a while. Talking shit. Yeah, it's all good though. Shout out to JVP, man.
And shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, what else we got? Yeah, that's all I had in music was Coco Jones and
Yes.
Destin Conrad. If you're an R&B lover, please check out those albums. Really good projects. What else? I ain't have nothing written down outside of Shannon. Let me just make sure here. Oh, yeah, ain't a thing written down here.
Mark, you wrote Kehlani up there.
yeah, shout out to my sister Kehlani.
Shouts to her.
I need to.
I didn't know y'all were related.
It's the- that's
How
the
are y'all
homie.
related?
Yeah, that's the homie. I need to actually find out what happened. But she had a speech at Cornell University.
Yeah.
And it was canceled. No shocker there. I've been canceled from a million speeches, so I understand.
Oh, really?
this. Yeah. Her advocacy, her political advocacy, particularly for Palestine, got her canceled. think anybody should be surprised at that. You should be surprised at this point if they allow you to still come.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there is a bigger trend that we should pay attention to right now. People are getting canceled.
Say it right here.
What'd you say?
Say it right here.
People are getting free speech is under attack. And at some point, I'm ignoring them. Free speech is under attack. And in this Trump era, whether it's universities, whether it's jobs, they're making it so that your political beliefs are stopping you from getting a job, keeping a job, earning money as a contractor or as a fully hired employee. It's just a dangerous moment, and we got to fight to stop that from happening.
All right, so I think there's a big misconception on free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Free speech don't mean you could say whatever the fuck you want and just move on like nothing happened. And I think a lot of people, that's what they believe free speech is. Like even when they say First Amendment, free speech, the First Amendment don't mean say whatever the fuck you want. It just means you're free from being like locked up.
Yeah.
For your belief.
But people can make choices.
Right. But choices come with consequences.
Yeah.
And that's the part that a lot of people forget when they go out here and say these things. This is money. This is corporation involved. This is business. So if you go somewhere and say the wrong thing on a platform or you whatever, it can affect you down the line.
Damn, did ICE just school a doctor?
I'm about to say, what type of muffins are those?
Oh, no.
No.
These about to get returned.
It's my guy.
I'm moving.
Well, let's get that fresh aroma.
You might want to wait a minute.
What kind of muffins ICE got?
Yeah,
I don't have any.
So here's my
bacon in this shit. nasty muffins.
Oh, man.
Well, allow me to retort.
All right.
Oh.
The issue isn't consequences for free speech. I agree with you. If somebody stands up and says, I hate all black people, I don't think they should have to give a speech at Howard, right? I think we can cancel them and say, you're not in line with our values. I'm okay with that. I think it's dangerous to do that with Kehlani, who's actually speaking against genocide. So I would just put that out there, right? She's speaking out against the human rights crisis. But my issue is the places she's being disinvited from are places that say we want free speech. So if you say, I don't want somebody who has this belief at your company, at your business or whatever, cool. If you say, I want to buy this person's album, cool, right? That's the stuff you're talking about. We're in agreement on that. Where we disagree or where I think it's not applicable is a university is supposed to have everybody. It's supposed to have every point of view.
And that's what we disagree.
Mark.
No. I'm saying
a university has a board. They got people they answer to.
No.
They have
He's
to
right,
look
though.
at.
No. Especially at Ivy League school.
Yeah, I'm not being naive. I'm saying they purport themselves to be doing that while doing the opposite.
Of course.
And I'm saying that's why people are outraged. So it's not that people are trying to hide from the consequences of free speech. I think that's what happens when people get mad that people don't buy their albums or buy their records or they get fired from. Like when I got fired from Fox News, I wasn't mad, right? I didn't like it. But I understood that my values were different than theirs and my free speech stops me from going to jail, but I'm not entitled to a job at Fox News. Mm-hmm. I am entitled to speak at a university.
I think you're not entitled to speak at a university.
That's not true.
If your message goes against, if your message can cause a problem or too much distraction or too much noise for said university, they have the right to say, hey, yo, we don't want that.
So here's, I think we're talking past each other for a second. They have a right to disinvite Kehlani, sure.
Yes.
What I said was there's a bigger issue around free speech, which is universities are shutting down free speech, not allowing a variety of ideas to be articulated. They're firing faculty, for example, for speaking on certain issues. They're doxing students. Or Columbia University recently said that they're going to be taking away degrees from people for having certain free speech. That's the issue for me. Now with Kehlani, I think it's fucked up that they're not letting Kehlani speak. But it's actually not okay to police the discourse, right? You can't say, well, I'm only going to have people who are pro-Second Amendment and not have people who are anti-Second Amendment. And I'm going to invite all the pro-gun speakers and not, if I'm staying as a university saying we want all the ideas.
Mark, but that is where ICE and I fundamentally disagree with what you're saying. We're saying in this country, what you are can 100% be different than what you say you are. Mm-hmm. And most businesses here, anyway, operate like that.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
That universities aren't businesses.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think that's where our disconnect.
Structurally, they're nonprofits. Mm-hmm. Structurally, they're designed and organized to not do that. That's the reason they have a tenure system. That's the reason why I have all these things is to make sure that people's speech is protected. And so I'm saying, if this were a company, I wouldn't be arguing. I wouldn't be mad. See,
I'm of the belief that colleges are businesses.
In reality, yes.
They are in reality.
In reality,
I'm speaking in reality terms, though, not theoretically.
He's saying that
right, and I'm criticizing them for not living up to the values that they say they're doing. That's the criticism. That's my point.
You can have at it with that.
And in the age of Trump, they're making it so much worse that they're saying
more obvious.
Not just more obvious, more illegal. They're banning students. For example, they're saying Trump is telling universities, if you don't play ball, we're not going to allow you to have any more foreign students. We're not going to let you have any more international students, which is a way of draining their money for not having a certain position. Governments are saying, for example, on the Palestine issue in particular, they're saying if you criticize Israel, you can't get funding from us or you can't get a grant from us. These are illegal acts. Those things are actually illegal because it becomes discriminatory.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
And that's, so for me, it's not about Kehlani who can, that's a small issue. I'm saying that free speech is literally under attack in places where it's supposed to be the safest.
In a way that it's never been before.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
I can agree with that.
And I can agree with that.
Yeah. So put the fucking muffin mix away.
Oh, shit.
But you have a different...
He didn't like that shit.
Nah, I don't care. I don't care.
You have a different... you have different views on college than I do, though.
Yeah.
So I see it.
Right. Because those are the places where I'm supposed to be the safest.
In them.
Well,
I have no faith in them. I have no faith in them. But it's more that I work at one and do y'all understand tenure at a university?
I don't.
So the whole point of tenure is, I'm a tenure professor, so I really can't be fired. After a certain number of years at a university, you go through a process and you get tenured. And once
locked in.
Forever.
How many years is that?
It's usually 7. It depends, but 7 is general, and you have to do some things to get it. If you get approved for tenure, you're tenured forever. The logic,
so you still have to get approved. It's not I could do the time and be tenured.
No. You have to be voted, and that's why they make it almost like a haze. You have to publish a lot of work, or you have to have a certain teaching record. You have to prove that you're worthy.
And this is amongst all colleges?
Just about, with very few exceptions. But one of the things, so let me say that the logic behind tenure initially was to protect faculty from unpopular ideas. The idea is that if I'm at a university and I want to speak out against the logic of the day, if I want to write a controversial book or I want to make a scientific claim that's unpopular,
Flat Earth.
I said unpopular, not stupid, right? But but sure,
fight back.
But whatever it is, I can't be fired. So tenure protects me from that. So I have a safe place from which to operate. Because in the 50s, for example, during the red baiting and all the communist stuff, they were going to universities looking for the commies, and they were trying to literally fire faculty who had different politics.
Is this true no matter how outrageous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the point. It could be something that we think is disgusting. People wrote, like in the 80s, the bell curve, 90s, the bell curve came out, which is basically saying black people aren't very smart, scientifically, right? But they're tenured. But the idea is,
you can do to them.
No. But the idea, so that's what the universities are designed to protect these things. That's my point. So, but what's happening now in this era is they're also trying to get rid of tenure. They're trying to hire more people who are untenurable, the part-time professors, the graduate students, so that people can be.
They found a workaround.
They're finding a workaround so that they can police people's speech.
So they're still not removing tenure. They're just getting people that are not eligible for it.
Yeah. Right, but they're changing it. But also, a woman, Maura Finkelstein, last year was tenured and got fired for tweets she made at Muhlenberg College in Pennsylvania.
Did she have any fight? Like any type of recourse for that?
They went back and forth. She actually bumped into her at the Celebrity Muslim event, and she said that they settled something, or that she decided to resign so that she wouldn't look like she got fired. But this is what I'm saying. It's just a crazy moment right now.
You just said Trump is threatening to take away some of the funding.
Yeah.
So then what position are you in now? You're not going to get any international students. He basically putting their back against the wall. That's what
and they're capitulating.
So they have to comply. Right?
Harvard told them to fuck off, but Harvard has more money than God. Right? And Columbia...
I did like that Harvard did that.
Yeah. But what if they do that to Morehouse? What if they do that to Hampton or Dell State? What if they do that to...
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Harvard's endowment is in the tens of billions. Right? That's how much money they have reserved. Morehouse might... I don't know what Morehouse is, but there are a lot of HBCUs that have 10 million, 15 million. They can't afford to not get federal funding.
They can't afford to take the
They can't afford
the stance.
Exactly. And this has never happened in the history of American education before.
Shit, speaking of Trump, you see his website is selling Trump 2028 shirts now.
Yo, that's crazy.
I thought that was a joke. I was like,
how long did it take from them to arrive?
What?
Was it like 24-hour shipping?
Yo, you I don't know. But that...
Oh, he ain't going nowhere without a fight.
That is crazy, bro.
It is crazy. Harvard's endowment is $53.2 billion.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they got different money. That's what I'm saying. And they're controlling the world.
They can take the fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or the stance.
Yep.
Got it. Still ain't bake no muffins, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Oh, I didn't think I baked muffins. I was saying my muffins did.
Y'all shit went flat.
He just turned the oven off. Is what
That's what I said. I said put the oven mix away.
That's cool.
I said I didn't get mine.
No, his muffins was in the oven, nigga. You talking about put the mix away? It was already mixed. Nigga.
Okay.
What you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, he came to the fight.
Yeah, just shut the oven off.
I'm here for it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, we did music. We did Kevin Gates. We prayed for the Arenas family. We did Lil Wayne. Questlove.
Oof.
Sad news.
We got to cue it up.
Questlove.
Cue it up.
No.
That's my man. It hurts.
Cue it up.
Pause.
That was crazy.
You are so late, yo.
I said pause, man.
We never gonna grow up, yo.
Never. We shouldn't.
It's
no fun.
And
It really is no fun growing up.
Nah.
Questlove ended this podcast.
It appears that way.
Questlove
They have
Supreme.
a finale, Questlove Supreme, one of my favorite podcasts.
Same.
Mostly interviews with prominent musicians, artists, and things of that nature. Have announced finales, series finales. They may just be reshaping it in some format. I don't know the full details.
Here's what I know. The numbers were good. It's popular. This isn't a situation where it failed or it collapsed. I think they just want, like you said,
We need 100 million. Oh,
right.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, don't
Shit.
be careful.
It might-
99 million.
Might be 100 available soon, but
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God, yo.
I see what he did.
Yo.
I can't help myself. Flip. I'm sorry,
You
bro.
gotta stop that shit, son.
I'm a
Just
terrible,
DM the nigga to be cool with him. Stop.
I'm
bro.
a terrible person. I'm sorry.
That's your man. Come on.
But shout out to Questlove, to Laia,
Yeah.
to Fonte,
Yeah.
the whole crew. They're all my peoples. But
Mark bring
Steve,
up a
that's
good
my
point.
man.
If I'm on the volume, that's fucked up that happened to Shannon. However,
But why DM me?
I was
then,
thinking
nigga?
about a little raise anyway.
Don't check. Don't
Time to
check
have a
on me.
conversation
Don't
now,
go.
though.
100 mil just got freed up, or so I think.
Time to have a combo.
Oh, nigga.
You could give me one of them, at
right,
least.
right.
Oh, man. What will I do if fucking it goes?
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, boy, I got. Oh, shit, don't say that. I'm joking. All right, moving on.
I'm sad to see Questlove Supreme.
Me too.
One of my faves.
Move
man.
on. It's really one of the best music nerd podcasts that have ever existed.
Yes.
Questlove, we love you, man.
For
Love you,
sure.
Y'all so dumb, man. Well, it's really me.
You too.
That's all you. That's all you.
And he can't
It's
help
really bad.
himself. That's what makes it bad.
When
Like,
I told y'all, when I'm 46, 47,
no, you're not, Joe.
I'm telling you.
No, you're not.
Nah, for real, because my girl is already having talks. Like, when are you going to change? You're 45. How long you going to be living like this? Like, all right, at some point, I do have to change. You're right, baby.
Okay. I hear you.
Not today though.
Do y'all believe in unconditional love?
Yeah, from like a baby.
Yes.
Pet.
Yeah, pet. Love comes with conditions, man.
Yeah. I believe in unconditional love.
From God?
No. Not from God.
That might be the most conditional.
Yeah, right. Nigga got rules.
I love nobody but me.
Right. I'm thinking more like children.
Got it.
That's about the only place where I feel parents are terrible at. I think the children love us unconditionally. I think parents love their children quite
I
conditionally.
think that's some human construct shit. Them kids don't know us, hear us, give a fuck about us.
That's true. I don't mean from birth, but I mean like you can develop. I say you can develop that kind of relationship.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you believe in having a favorite kid?
Headphones acting up, right?
I think we had a little interference from something.
That was me and my girl first fight.
To the parents here, do y'all believe in favorite kids?
No. You heard me? That was me and my girl first fight.
Why?
I told her she has a favorite kid.
Everybody has a favorite kid.
She ain't like that shit.
That shouldn't be a fight.
She didn't like that shit.
She don't like it like that.
Look, she don't like it now. She don't like it now.
It is true though.
Which one's your favorite?
Even if you're not ready to admit that.
No.
It is true.
One is just the most behaved.
No, that's different. I'm not talking about the best behaved. I'm talking about the kid that you like better than the other ones.
Nah.
My mom's way to answer that question, because she has two boys, me and my older brother, was always, yes, I have a favorite. You're my favorite for 6 months. He's my favorite for 6 months.
That's a good answer.
That's a good
That's a nice, safe way to play that.
Yeah, my parents have
That's kind of
favorites.
what she said.
You got a favorite for sure.
I don't got a favorite.
Yes, you do.
You do.
You the one that keep them off you.
Nah, that's not my favorite.
That's your favorite.
Nah, that's not, I don't got. Nah.
The reason you can walk around.
So you don't believe that?
No.
I'm not sure about that.
Me being around.
You have a favorite.
Me being around JR a lot more because we work together. That's not my favorite. No,
I didn't say that. And
All my
nobody even
children-
said JR. We didn't say nothing to start.
I did.
I love all my children equally, and that's
We
the
didn't say
problem.
nothing about love.
Sure,
That's
you
not
did.
about
We're
love.
not talking about love.
Everybody loves their
favorites.
kids equally.
We're not talking about love.
No, yeah, you can have. I don't have a favorite child. No, me personally.
You got it, big dog.
Shit, I was the favorite child. I
I've
know that
experienced.
much.
Listen,
I
I've
wasn't.
experienced. I've experienced when people think that you're the favorite, or think that I'm the favorite, or think that my brother was the favorite. Like I experienced that in real time, and what that does to the family, and that just the arguments and the confusion of what it does. Nigga, I always vowed that when I have my own children, I'll never do that. So I don't have any favorites.
Okay.
There's some kids, like she said, I do agree. Some kids behave more than others. Some kids you may reward for their behavior more than others because you have to show the other child, like, yo, this is what you get when you act or you walk this path. But that don't mean that you're my favorite because you behave. You may just give me less of a headache, but there's something that you may do that I love just as much as what you may do.
Do you like hanging out with one more than the other? You ain't got to say
No.
who.
No, I don't like hanging out more than, no, I love hanging out with all my children equally.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Do you have a favorite child, Joe?
Yo, watch yourself. One of them niggas like he can flip you.
Pick the one that watches the show.
Yeah, but no.
All right, say a little bit more.
Like, Trey is my favorite child because I was blessed enough to have a child when I was 20 years old. So I do think it's fly for me to be 44 and my son to be turning 25. Like, we have a different connection, and it's different than me and Lex. So, yeah, he's my favorite until I'm around Lex, who I'm around at an age that I didn't see my oldest son in.
See something
so I'm like in a warped.
Yeah.
They're both my favorites because I missed it. I missed these times.
Different
I'm
parts,
getting
yeah.
different experiences.
That's how I am.
Is all I'm saying.
That's how I am. I have three very different
Yeah.
parents.
So
parent situations.
when I'm with Trey, he's my favorite, and when I'm with Lex, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
And when I'm with both of them, it's not about how I feel about either. It's important that y'all love on each other and do all that brother shit.
Fire.
That's a good answer.
Good guy.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Clean it up.
You got out of there. Yeah, you got out of there.
You got to.
Nigga make another diss record about you. Nigga.
Whole clip ready.
Whole clip.
That's my man. He gonna stop dissing me.
No, he not.
He haven't dissed you in a little. Yeah.
He gonna stop dissing me now that I've been to the live show and seen how he's introduced. Yeah, enough of those.
Don't tell me they do the.
Told you, you get on stage. All right, coming to the stage. No, that's him actually. He be up there. Yo, you familiar with the name, but not the face. It's like, yo, dog. All right, if you're doing that,
Oh, yeah,
then
you can't
a lot
do
of
that.
it
cachet
ain't
on
gonna
that
be
name.
too much. Yeah,
Can't diss me now.
Not too much on Budden.
If you leading with this,
Not too much on Budden at all,
Facts.
buddy. And this summer, I'm gonna bring him down to the family reunion for the first time around the Buddens, around the Budden Buttons.
that's gonna be fun.
So yeah, he gonna really see what being a Budden means. I'm gonna bring him down to the.
He just announced he got a live
to
show.
our
coming up.
grave site, to the Budden grave site. Let him see all the Buddens from the 1700s, from
That's fire.
1690 or some
Show you-
shit.
show you
Yeah,
just-
the history
this
of
is you.
this. The history of this, so you can know who you are for when I'm not here anymore. So you can
That's a good one.
have that family pride that I have.
That's a good one.
Good pod today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good vibes,
yeah.
good energy. Thank you,
Good vibes,
brothers.
good
Thank
vibes.
y'all, brothers.
Shout out to you, Joe.
Y'all out there, man. Have a real good weekend.
Hey.
The people you love, let them know. Tell them you love them. Hug thy neighbor. Kiss your girl. Buy her something nice, man. Let her keep the change. You know what I mean? Hit your grandparents if you're blessed enough to still have grandparents.
Indeed.
Yep. I just went to go see mine.
You know what I mean? You got the kids this week, this weekend, or full time, take them out, man. Take them to a little trampoline bounce house or something nice, man.
Always works.
Beautiful weather out there. Beautiful weather out there. Eagle. As for us, keep us in your prayers. If you've been listening or if this was your first time listening, then Lord knows we need to be there. Please, please. Till next time, we bid you adieu. Farewell, adios, arrivederci, hasta la vista, au revoir, so long, goodbye. Or a simple head nod will suffice. Remember, life is a series of moments and moments pass. So let's make this one last as long as we have. Wait a, hey, as if it's all we have. Lastly, the baddies are insecure, the stagnant women want to travel, and the closed-minded women want you to teach some things. Grab you a Tylenol, you might need it. Hey, again, we want to say happy birthday to Bernice just because. Hey, hope you're having a good time out there, girl. Ego. Yo, again, if you have not made it out to see Sinners, come on, man. We need that money in the recoupment file. Go ahead and check it out. Shout out to our brother Ryan Coogler.
For sure.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan, man. Great job out there. Shout out to everybody outside having a good time this weekend. Everybody inside because you did too much last weekend. I mean, we ain't forget about you. Shout out to the kids. Shout out to the parents. Shout out to the families out there. Hey. Wait up. Hey. Shout out to Tank on Broadway. I'm going to get there, my brother. I'm going to get there. Actually, shout out to Genuine Tyrese, all the R&B heads at the Barclays this week, and I'll be there on Saturday.
You going in?
It'll be a great show.
Yeah. Anywhere where R&B is alive and well.
It's the Barclays. He good.
Yeah, he can go in the Barclays.
He can go to Barclays.
No, I meant because other people went to the Barclays and didn't go in.
Oh, right.
So I was just saying, is he going to go in or?
I spoke to Tyrese too.
Oh, yeah, no, Joe Budden Coles couldn't get in. Joe Budden himself probably going to walk right in. No hassle at all.
Yeah.
No hassle at all. Me and Fifth.
I don't know. I'm put Fifth name in that nigga.
Me and Fifth. Go catch a little concert, a little Sierra or something nice. Some R&B.
Yeah, you know that. Come on, you remember that situation.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. All right, I tell you, I want y'all to be messy.
All right.
See?
That's how it should start.
Yo,
God
just
damn
like
it.
that.
All right. Let me just get out of here. After this beautiful musical breakdown, you know what I mean? Beautiful sounds of Curtis Mayfield. Shout out to everybody away and on vacation. And if you're not away on vacation, now's a good time to plan your vacation. We approaching May. April getting out here like it got somewhere to be.
What? April.
It'll be August before you know it.
Don't remind me.
Nah, a Turk's trip might be in my future. I looked at my girl. I was like, because we've been had it. A trip is overdue for us.
We just said that.
A trip is overdue for me and mine.
We got two coming up.
I looked at her, I was like, yo, man, because I've been said, set it up. Where we going? You off your dean. I mean, if we ain't got the trip booked, then you off your dean. She was quiet. I was like, or maybe we should just take all the kids. Let's do like a family kids trip. I'll take my kids, you take your kids. We go to Turks and fucking turn up. I thought that was beautiful and wholesome. She looked at me, she was like,
you out your fucking mind.
She said, you sure we don't just need a little bit of us time? I said, you know what, baby?
There you go.
You right again, girl.
Go.
Hey, you've been batting 1,000 on being right, baby. Until next time, is anybody doing anything interesting over the weekend that I'll be able to exploit next week when I get back to work?
We just going to see Sinners finally. That's it.
All right, Ice and Missing Peace going to see Sinners. Flip.
Just around.
Just around, right? No Shaggy, no Elephant Man, no none of that.
It's Bounty Killer next.
Hey, no vibes.
Got more stuff coming.
Hey, come on, everything coming soon. Tell them.
Yeah, they know.
Promote your shit. Positivity highlighter.
Yeah, thank you.
Everything coming soon. Flip the network.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
Yes.
Turning up this year.
Shout out to everybody, yeah.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? Making proper improv fail, but all my solo ventures.
Oh, shit.
all my solo ventures have turned up, man. Doing better than ever.
That was
It's just my joint shits with Joe that's not working out. But solo-wise, right?
Killing it.
Anyway, Mark, what's up with you this weekend, man?
I'm on the road speaking North Carolina. I'll see you on Saturday. Denver, I'll see you Sunday.
God damn.
And tonight I'll be in Philly for a memorial service. Rest in peace to Kill.
Rest in peace.
Rest
Sorry
in
for your
peace.
loss.
Rest in peace.
Speaking engagement, Sammy back on the prowl. Back out there speaking. Who cares who these institutions support? You know what I mean? As long as I get my bag.
I'm surprised he ain't call him up like, yeah. I can take that.
Hey, institutions, you can get me and a R. Kelly birthday party. Depending on how much you got. Yo, y'all hold it down out there. Be safe. Until the next time, hold it down. Wait a minute. Hey. And anybody out there going through a silent battle, remember you are not alone in this thing, man. Just pray to get to tomorrow. We'll be back same time, same place next week. We love you. Hold it down. We would be unable to do this thing without y'all, man. All of you make this thing possible. Keep us in your prayers. And until we reunite, 100. Oh, and also to my baby mama, if I tell my son that I'm gonna see you Saturday on a weekend that's not mine, you just supposed to hold it down and lie to him. You ain't supposed to really hit me up. Yo, I keep lying to my son, like, yo, man, this weekend, little dude. And, yo, if you want to see me, just shoot me a text. Hey, tell your mom. And just, do you know fucking rat? Keep texting me. Yo, man, your son looking for you Saturday. Nigga, I ain't mean that.
You fucking terrible.
No, I'm joking. Because she's trying to get that shit off because it's the summertime. I done had my boy for like 9 weekends. So now, I did it already. Enough now. It's my turn. It's my time to shine now. I done did it for 9 weekends, Freeze. I'm not you.
Yeah.
I ain't you, my nigga. I ain't you. You do that full-time dad shit.
Yeah.
I bust and go. Let me stop.
You hear your man?
No, I'm joking.
You ain't saying shit, right?
I'm joking. Hey, bye. I love you, Lex, and my baby, and everyone listening. I love you.
Wow.
Neutral button.